Hello, YouTube. Kept you waiting, huh? I'm finally back with the 100-line Last Defense Academy and all the other games I'm playing at the moment, but back to this. Oh my god, it's been quite some time. For those who don't know, I had family over, couldn't really do recordings and commentary, tried to mitigate uploads with Talos Principle, no commentary, and then that even proved to not be as feasible. But family has since left a few weeks ago, so we're back, and I can finally do uploads proper now. I had to look up my previous video to remember where the fuck I left off. And looking at it reminded me I left off here at ending 1, the second scenario. So, as always, we're going to work our way backwards, get all different choices, and keep playing. You would not believe the excitement I had when I booted this game up and started doing my testing again after months of not recording. I was genuinely super excited. Anyways, floor decision. As always, I just jump right into it. You heard my preamble. Shut up, me. Let's get back into it. Oh my god, I missed this game so much. I've missed recording so much, but this game is specifically, I wanted to get it back into so badly. So bear with me as I try to remember things. No. I still hate Cirei. I'm trying to remember what exactly the context was for this was. I just remember getting the ending and seeing the cutscene from what I just looked up. No, I can't. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. Battle's finally over. I want to carry on living with my friends all here. Huh? Then...
Hey!
Let's do what Cirei says. I can't risk your lives any further. Are you sure? You won't regret this? I'm gonna have to remember the voices I did for the subpar voice acting I have, if you could even call it that. I'm already full of regrets. That's why I want to protect what matters most. Right now, that's everyone here. I'm making this choice to protect all of you. Takumi. Hey, are you having fun talking without me? I don't know what you're jabbering on about, but I told you what happens after this, right? Once the school transitions into attack mode, you need to evacuate to the schoolyard where the escape pod will be, okay?
Hey!
I'll be on my way then. Thanks for the memories, folks. Cirei left with a smile, and all we could do was watch him. A little after that, Nozomi showed up. Takumi, everyone. Nozomi, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, but more importantly, your talk with Cirei. Oh, you heard? Well, it's like I was saying. I've thought about it, and I don't want to lose anyone else. I feel like this is our only option. So we just follow the plan they made for us? I know it's not right, but I want all of us to finish this together. That's my decision. I see. Okay, if that's your choice, Takumi, then I'll accept it. We'll live with our guilt. I agree. We got no other choice. I don't want to die for a bunch of strangers. They'll hardly forgive us for invading their planet just because we stopped one attack. In the end, we'll just have to fight again. It will only continue that way until we end up dead. You're right. I intend to follow the decisions made by our team leader. I always have. Seeing as we've come this far, we might as well continue living, as ugly as we might be. We were all saying what we could to reaffirm our choice, but as we were talking, suddenly Nozomi let out a pained whimper and collapsed with a thud. Nozomi! I hurried over and felt a burning fever emanating from her body. You're burning up. It's okay. It'll all be over soon. It's like the cryptoglobin leaving my body. It's firing up one last time. When this is over, the power of the cryptoglobin will be gone. This is the end of my time with this power my mother gave me. That's how it should be. This is the real you. Immediately after that, strange music began to play through the speakers. What the heck is that? I think I know. Listen, it's the music they play for graduation ceremonies and stuff. I've never been to a graduation though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited. Remember that line. So it started.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin. Last Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
Attack mode? What's going to happen now? Wait, be quiet. Do you hear that? It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 600 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Looks like it's time. Let's get to the schoolyard, quick. If we stay here, we'll get caught up in the attack. Right, let's get going. Nozomi, want to go together? Here, take my hand. Yeah, thanks. Hey, could someone lend me a hand too? I can't see, so I can't move very fast. Oh, for the love of murder, if you insist. But don't you dare tell me I reek or anything like that. Am I forgetting anything? Maybe I'll stop by my room before I go. And so, following the announcement, everyone began to make their way to the schoolyard. They better get going too. Oh, I'm actually moving. Huh. Do I play this game again? It's been so long. Like, I'm not even joking. Oh well. Leave the entrance. Forget which direction it is. Perfect. Okay, no one here. Soon after I got to the schoolyard, everyone else started to show up as well. Ugh. What's the deal? Nothing's happening. Thought I was supposed to go into attack mode. No, look at that. Tsubasa went into the top of the school building. It's just like I'd seen last time. Several huge missile turrets jutted out from the top of the school building.
So, that's attack mode.
Those are some crazy-ass cannons.
They're going to launch a bunch of undying flame missiles all across the planet, huh?
A weapon that can destroy all life on an entire planet. What a terrifying force.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
Which, from looking at my video, was the last fight I did. The intercept system? Now to think of it, I heard this last time too. We never did find out what it meant. But I guess we don't need to worry about it anymore.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
I wonder if we'll actually get to see what's on the satellite. Because from the first timeline, shut up.
Repeat.
Because the first timeline ending, Takamatsu was mentioning how fucked up it was actually there. So I wonder if we actually get to see what the problem is. It's gonna happen any second now. We gotta hurry. I don't want to be burnt to a crisp. Yeah, we just gotta get in that thing, right? Wasn't this pod supposed to go to the artificial satellite? Will we be even? Yeah, be okay, even if there's no satellite anymore. Hey, welcome back, me. Can't fucking read. It's all right. I've reconfigured the destination. Sire, you're not at the very end. You're still appearing out of nowhere. I came to see you off and wish you bon voyage. Did you say you reconfigured that destination? No sense in sending you to the artificial satellite when it's been destroyed, right? There's no humanity left to meet you there either. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So you did realize that. I thought the shock of knowing they were gone broke you. I don't break, silly. And humanity isn't gone. We still have her. Miss Nozomi Kinofuji. Are you implying what I think you are? Huh? The will of humanity's wishes for Nozomi's survival. You're the last human left in this universe, after all. So after simulating the thoughts of all mankind, now they've been wiped out, they want to stake all their hopes on Nozomi. Me?
Yeah.
Yes, it is the collective will and wish of humanity to ensure the survival of Nozomi Kinofuji, the last of the human race. That is also why we must complete the mission as planned. I doubt the people of this planet would let the last human survive unscathed. It's all for her. All for humanity. So this will all be because of me now? Everybody on this planet has to die because of me? Come on, the Futurans won't all be gone. We have 11 of them right here. You mean us? The mission has entered a new phase. Your survival is critical. What do you mean? Humanity has chosen a new path. Now that Kirifuji is all alone, it is impossible for the human race to continue. So she'll instead coexist with you Futurans. And the hope is that you will interbreed and create a new humanity. Yep. Yep. Interbreed? Of course, we'd like all of you to reproduce, not just Kirifuji. The human and Futuran survivors will begin a new era on this planet. A new era? With just the 12 of us? Which of you will have babies together? I have some ideal pairs in my head, starting with... Cut it out, man. This ain't no time for jokes. Anyway, that's your mission now. We're going to hit the reset button on this war, and you're going to build a peaceful world devoid of hate. We chosen few are going to purify this hideous, filthy world and build it anew. Bro, why you gotta say it like a corny villain? He's right though. This coordinated attack is not the end. Rather, it's the beginning of a new history, a harmonious future for a new humanity, right here on this planet. The high price we're going to have to pay for this harmonious future. Yeah, even if they do say that there's no creation without destruction. This was your choice, wasn't it? You wanted to live on, hand in hand with your friends. That's exactly why the will of humanity trusts you with your new mission. He's right. We chose this. I've already made my decision. I'm going to live on with everybody here, no matter what happens. We all want that. We'll just have to make it work.
20 seconds until the omnidirectional attack. Commencing countdown.
What? Hold on. What? Transcript. How far back can I go? No, come on. Oh, I don't get the 390. Oh, that was no, wait, I saw it. Voice? Oh.
Repeat.
It said 390, and then the voice also said 600, but here it says 120.
120.
Weird.
Special Defense Unit member.
Yeah. Whoops. Looks like it's almost time. Then I'll be saying goodbye for now.
Oh.
For now. Undying flames only affect living creatures, so I should be fine as long as the blast doesn't send me into space. Well, only one way to find out. See you later, if I'm still in one piece. It was then that I suddenly felt it. His presence. Looks like I'm just in time. Xian, you came! Yeah, but I don't have much power left. I really only have time to say goodbye. You owe this last bit of extra power to the lack of unnecessary disruptions. I'm sure all of you were conflicted, but I'm glad you made this choice. The one thing I want more than anything is for all of you to live on. That's my whole reason for being. Xian, it would be cruel of me to call you cruel for this choice, because I feel that your lives are more important than the lives of strangers. I guess this is really goodbye. Everyone, thank you for everything. And farewell. You fought enough. Please live your lives happily and joyfully. Goodbye, Xian. And with that, Xian vanished, like a flame being extinguished. Xian. Happily, joyfully. As much as I want to grant Xian's last request, it's just not going to happen. We knew far too much to live out our future with any sense of cheer or joy. We'd lost far too much. And we slaughtered far too many. The idea of ever smiling from true joy again was like an impossible dream. No, you can do it. If you want to, that is. Huh?
60 seconds until the omnidirectional attack. Commencing countdown. Repeat.
So does Siri actually betray us or what? I mean, he is loyal to the will of humanity, that much is true. And Nozomi is on there. So in theory, nothing should go wrong. Okay. The 12 of us aboard the escape pod launched into the emptiness of space. We were completely overwhelmed by the sights unfolding outside the windows, unable to speak. And then... We were just as overwhelmed by the beauty of the planet we'd made our exit from. That's the planet Futurum. The planet both humanity and the Futurans risked everything for. Its overwhelming majesty was so powerful that it seemed to consume all life and death. It was so beautiful that it made me feel afraid. Very next moment. My vision was instantaneously dazzled by a flash of light. Bombing had begun. The planet was enveloped by Shion's flames. Every last person residing on it burned to ash. This is the ending we chose. The very realization made me tremble and sob uncontrollably. In any other situation, I'd never forget this moment for the rest of my life. Right. In any other situation. Siri had said one last thing as the countdown drew nearer to its end in the schoolyard.
Yeah.
If it will help you make your new world, if you really need it, I'll help you. I'll help you live without your pain. What do you mean? Perhaps he's going to override our memories. Our memories? Already a new scenario for you in the infirmary before you're back. If you accept it, you can forget all of your pain. You'll live a new life in this school. It may confuse you at first, but I'm sure you'll be able to live happily and joyfully, just like Shion wanted. But all of those memories would be lies. What's wrong with memories that aren't real? If reality hurts too much, you can turn to fiction instead. You can live happily in a world of lies. There's no value in knowing what is or isn't true. What's important is how you feel, and how you connect it to your future.
Yeah.
All of this so that you can live happily ever after, hand in hand. I won't force you, of course. Think about it while you're on your way back. The light that had once been so bright it lit up the vacuum of space slowly began to fade. What remained afterwards was a planet that looked completely unchanged. And yet, it was entirely different. It was empty now. No elders, no youths, no children. All of them gone. It's true that planets have minds of their own. I wonder what this one is thinking. Will it accept us after everything we've done? I don't know. I have no idea, but we have no choice but to live on. We're the ones who have to press on and believe in our decision. I've already made up my mind. Huh. What? Oh, because we're restarting? Is this the first? This is the first time we've been to day 1 in the second scenario. Right? Because every other timeline starts off on day 2. It makes a point of that. Because we go right before Ato kills Sirei. I think this is the first time we've been to day 1 during a different scenario that wasn't the first. Huh.
Where am I?
I came to with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My head still felt fuzzy as I tried to make sense of my surroundings.
Classroom?
Did I fall asleep at my desk? Is this my desk? Did I even get here? I don't remember a thing.
What happened to me?
Looking around the classroom only brought more questions. Several others my own age were also here, each of them slumped over a desk just like I had been a moment ago. I understand this is the beginning of the game, but like, the game has yet to explain how we do time travel. Ato's eyes are fixed. Where am I? Who are you guys? How did I get here? I never met any of them before. Judging from the uneasy glances, they were all throwing around. Nobody else seemed to know each other either. Just what is this place anyway? Some kind of messed up classroom? More importantly, I don't know why, but also, yeah, Nozomi's here. I should have realized, obviously, second to last defense academy's here when they weren't in the beginning of the game. I can't remember anything. Huh? I don't remember anything either. All I know is the pretty girl next to me is my little sister. Where am I? Who am I? I'm in the same boat. All I can remember is that I'm a beautiful pro wrestler. A pro wrestler? That's why she's dressed like that. Looks like everyone here has amnesia then. Amnesia? How are you so chill about it? I guess I just have that kind of personality. How bizarre. We only remember some parts of our personalities and characters. For me, I remember I was raised in a family of physicians, but nothing else. Oh, so not assassins. I only remember that I was really popular in class. Okay. All I remember is how much I love humanity. He loves humanity? What does that even mean? Yeah. Well, the thing about me is I was raised in your average family in an average way, so I don't really have anything in particular. Before the boy could finish, something interrupted him. Everybody stand ready to greet your commanding officer. Words appeared on the blackboard with the sudden chime of a bell. Huh? Greet your commanding officer? Did someone say commanding officer? That's me. Excuse me. What is that? It's my pleasure to welcome you all to Last Defense Academy. Last Defense Academy?
Yeah.
You were all transferred to this academy for a very special reason. Transferred? I have a mission for you to carry out here at our fine institution. There's something we need you to protect at all costs, and that is yourselves. We want you to protect yourselves. Ourselves?
Yeah.
You see, you are the final 12 survivors of an annihilated world. An annihilated world? Final survivors?
So you just have one important responsibility to handle here.
There's your screenshot if you want it.
You need to stay alive no matter what. You'll need to develop this planet and create a new civilization. You'll have to build this world from the ground up. You're free to develop facilities that can withstand environmental threats, or even to grow new organisms using synthetic DNA. You'll make friends, fall in love, and sometimes maybe even fight with each other as you join hands and live caring lives. Yours is not to reason why. Yours is just to live your lives. Now get out there and live like you've never lived before!
Ending number 2, reset. Welcome to Last Defense Academy. Oh, and I just got the achievement, complete the reset route. So yeah, there we go. Fucking wild. I still don't have the locks. This route is still locked. I want to know how to get past it. Anyways, reset route here. So we go backwards, as you know. What is this? Allow Ato to rejoin the team. Oh, this is when he took out his eyes. And I'm always trusting, so I always say yes. The question is, this has to be a bad ending, right? I don't believe this would be another whole route. This is just a bad ending. Well, regardless. I like Ato too much, so I always let him rejoin and do whatever he wants. I'm a sucker. Also, wait, this has to be a different route, right? Because I just got the achievement for completing the reset route, meaning this one is not the reset route. Huh. So I wonder what route this is. I mean, to be fair, the reset route I just completed only had 2 endings, so this could be just like a singular route with 1 ending, maybe? Who knows? Sorry, Ato, but I just... I get it. You don't have to spell it out.
Huh?
What? My other senses have been greatly heightened now that I've lost my sense of sight. I already know what you're going to say next just from your general vibe. I can also sense how agonizing this decision is for you, so it is enough. You don't have to say anymore. I'm not interested in putting you in yet another painful position. Ato, who could blame you for not wanting me to join, right? Those glitched memories embedded in me may have been the root cause, but it doesn't change the fact that I chose to do what I did. But you destroyed your own eyes, too. I did it because I wanted to, and certainly not to garner sympathy. I knew something like this wasn't going to be enough to regain your trust. I knew it wouldn't conveniently make us friends again. I knew all this, but I still couldn't stop myself from holding out hope. I may lie to people on the outside, but I never lie to myself. It goes against my nature. Now that that's settled, if you allow this public nuisance to be a hasty retreat. Retreat where? You're gonna leave? With your eyes like that?
Huh?
The invaders will get you. Your ugly concern is most gratifying, but there's no need to spare me any. Like I mentioned, my other senses have been greatly heightened. I expect to have no issues handling any invaders I come across.
Oh.
Also, this won't be my first time leaving the academy. I probably know more about the outside world than any of you. It's still too dangerous. Just because I don't want you back on the team doesn't mean I want to force you to leave the whole school. If you promise to stay in your cell and not interfere with any of us, you can stay. Have you forgotten this facility was built for the Special Defense Unit? It is no place for someone who doesn't belong. Am I right, Sire?
Yeah.
Aotsuki is correct. Anyone not recognized as an ally is naturally viewed as a dangerous element. An element that can only work to be to our detriment and never to our benefit. Therefore, he must leave. That makes it easier for me to get over my feelings too, now that I no longer have to put up with your unbearable voices and smell. You little piece of chicken shit. Always the same right down to the end, huh? I shall be responsible for seeing you off. I expect you haven't gotten used to your newfound blindness yet, and may need a little bit of help getting around. This is my duty and obligation as your commanding officer. The commanding officer has spoken. The rest of you could just stay put. Not like I could see your hideous mugs, even if you did come. Besides, there's something I need to speak about in private with Siri before I leave. With me? If you don't mind, consider it my last wish.
Yeah.
Very well. You may tell me along the way. You are still considered a member of the Special Defense Unit while on school grounds. Thank you. Very much obliged.
This is goodbye. Forever. You miserable freaks. And you may not think me sincere when I say this, but I pray from the bottom of my heart that you will win this war. Good luck.
After that, under Siri's guidance, I made my way carefully through Last Defense Academy in total darkness. Oh, we're playing as him. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like intentional, because I highly doubt this is what he actually sees. Right? He stated he was blind, so I guess this is just for visual effect, right? Here are a few days worth of rations as a farewell gift from me. Wow. This is surprisingly thoughtful coming from someone who only really cares about victory. I continue conversing with Siri as I walk next to him in darkness. It may have been the first time we had ever spoken at leisure. A manifestation of guilt for embedding those glitches into my brain. Defects were inevitable. The brain, especially the human brain, is a complicated organ no one completely understands yet. There's no mean feat getting everyone combat ready with the limited time and resources available to us. There's no time for multiple rounds of tests or verifications, although we did conduct an endless amounts of simulations. Yet even with that, out came someone like me. I don't know what to call this but destiny. After Siri and I finished talking, I left Last Defense Academy behind. I remained cautious of my bedarkened surroundings as I moved through the city ruins, using my feet to feel the rubble. Even though I had proudly declared that I could handle myself, moving around in total darkness was still rather mentally straining. Darkness. Oh, it's just darkness multiple times. Everywhere I went, I was greeted by pure, unadulterated darkness. Not a speck of light to be found. I couldn't be sure what was on the road ahead of me. And did anybody come to see me off? Even though I said there was no need. Maybe someone watched me walking away from the school until they couldn't see me no more. No, that's not possible. What am I hoping for? Nobody there cares about me. I'm nothing but a traitor. Bugged to betray. I care about you, Eito. Then again, this terrible defect reflected the repulsiveness of its creator, mankind itself. And I was equally repulsive for allowing them to lead me by the nose all this time. By the time I realized that, it was way too late to do anything about it. I kept walking. My destination was second to Last Defense Academy. Siri had given me directions on how to get there when I left. He said it would give me a place to hide from the inclement weather, that there were probably leftover rations there as well. Siri likely told the others I would be heading there. Once they learn I won't be ending up in a ditch somewhere. Those who had been even the tiniest bit concerned about my welfare would surely be able to breathe easier. Personally, I'd rather they not feel a single shred of guilt, even if anything should happen to me. They didn't chase me out. I decided on my own that I would leave. Although Siri had given me directions, wandering through the ruins without sight, I couldn't tell for the life of me whether I was even going in the right direction. But if I wanted to keep going, I had to put my faith in the path I had drawn up in my mind. There was also one more thing keeping me going. I wanted to witness how things would turn out for the others on day 100. They were special to me, even if we didn't manage to become friends. To someone like me, who used to be disgusted at the mere thought of having to coexist with hideous humans, I now knew those were just fake memories implanted into me. Still, these were people with whom I'd spent a staggering amount of time. Oh, don't do this to me, man. Even after discovering they were actually empty inside, that everything had been lies built on lies, they still chose to support each other and blaze a trail through destiny. There was nothing we could trust, nobody we could lean on. Fake memories, fake goals, fake backgrounds, fake families, fake friends, fake love, and fake hatred. Empty vessels made of fabricated falsehoods. That was all we were. What could such people even believe in? Yet they chose to believe in each other and to fight for each other to the end. Their revolting appearance, smell, and voices still disgusted me to no end, but the feeling of camaraderie they shared was as real as they came. Watching them had made me forget all I had done. Start wishing I could be a part of that too. But they weren't naive. Gouging my eyes out as a show of my commitment was never going to be enough to convince them to let a repeat traitor like me onto the team. That's not true. I still let you on first try. I'd been ready to face rejection, but deep down, for just a short, fleeting moment, I entertained the thought that they might forgive me after all. Such an indulgent thought that was. When had I become so naive? But now was not the time to dwell on such thoughts. I had to focus on walking. I'd arrive somewhere as long as I kept going. All I could do now was to keep walking and pray that I would eventually reach the second campus. Pray? No god will listen to the prayers of an empty shell like me. Phew. Darkness clung to me. From the skies above to the ground below, all I could see was unadulterated darkness. No gradients, no flickering, just plain blackness. I read in a book that humans invented fire out of their fear of the darkness of night. When I read that, I mocked them as weaklings in my mind. The birth of fire led to the birth of war. Humans would burn themselves up in the very same fire they sought. There would have been peace had they not created such a thing and simply endured the darkness of night. How weak and hideous. I remember thinking that once. Now, however, I knew how wrong I had been. It was not that they feared the night or failed to endure the darkness. They were afraid to not have light by their side. For light represented hope itself. And these eyes of mine would never see light again. Why was I feeling sad about that, when I utterly despised everything I saw in this world? Oh, because he has no sense of time. This place. After a few days of non-stop walking, I stepped into a facility that felt all too familiar to me. Right. This is. It would appear that I managed to reach second to last academy after all. To be honest, I was beginning to wonder if Siri had deliberately given me the wrong directions. I guess he's not as wicked as I've imagined. Did we go to this campus with Ato on this route? I naturally drifted in the direction of the cafeteria once I was inside. The layout of the school was almost exactly the same as the other one, like I had been told. This place would shield me from the elements as I waited out the remaining days. There would be no fighting, I only had to wait here in safety until the missiles were launched and everything was over. But there were over 10 days left. I'd have to live in darkness until then. Or there was a faster way to end things. I opened the heavy bag I had been carrying and traced my finger along what was inside. I knew what it was, even though I couldn't see it. An undying flame bomb Circe had developed. Activated using Hemo Anima and powerful enough to take out even Veshness. This miniaturized version was still more than capable of reducing a human body to ashes. Skin, bones, hair, everything would disappear. If Veshness comes for you, I'd like you to use this before she absorbs your cryptoglobin. That's what Circe said when he handed this to me. However, I was not able to discern his true agenda. Did he really want me to blow myself up and take out Veshness with me, or was he simply giving me a tool to euthanize myself like an animal? There you are. I ran my finger over the detonator. Everything would end when I pressed this button while infusing Hemo Anima into it. I would be freed from it all. Free from my fake memories, false hatred, and empty existence. Free from the man called Eito Eltsky.
Press it. Come on. It's all you have to do. Why can't you just press it?
My finger wouldn't respond, no matter how loudly and harshly I berated myself. Even though I knew pushing the button was all I needed to do to be freed from this pain, I still couldn't do it. Wanting to witness how things turned out for the Special Defense Unit was merely an excuse. The actual reason I couldn't do it was because... When I realized what this feeling was, I had to laugh, despite myself. I was afraid. Afraid, fearful, spooked, daunted, anxious, just scared stiff. Death frightened me even when I had nothing to live for. How could I not laugh at the irony of that? Death was no different from a life without purpose. Yet I feared it. I put the bomb on the floor, my hands trembling. Then I sat down on the floor as well, leaning against the wall. As I did, the fatigue from the few days of walking got to me, and I felt groggy all of a sudden. My consciousness disconnected in the silent darkness. Wouldn't it be nice if death visited me now, so that I would simply slip into an eternal slumber, never to awaken again? But no, I would never be allowed to enjoy such a peaceful end. 2 days later. Who the fuck is screaming? That is scary. Who the fuck could possibly be here screaming? What do you mean? What was that? An unfamiliar voice screaming. I knew something was wrong when I woke up to that. I could always pretend like nothing had happened, but my feet were already moving in the direction of the screams. As I ran, the smell of fire was so intense it was burning my nose. It was the stench of fighting. The screaming was coming from multiple people. Were they trying to get away from something? Oh, they're random futurants, you can tell. I ran into the schoolyard and focused my hearing on what was happening outside the school. I could hear multiple sets of footsteps getting closer. Since I couldn't see their exact locations, I simply waved in the general direction of the sounds. Over here. I kept waving. That seemed to work. The frantic footsteps became louder and louder. I raised my hands to indicate I wasn't holding any weapons. As I did, the approaching group stopped a distance away from me. They were panting hard, as if they had been running for a long time. Wait a minute. Who are these people? Definitely not the Special Defense Unit. Are they natives of this planet? Were you being chased? By whom? Nobody answered me. I didn't even know if we spoke the same language. Could it have been Takumi or the others chasing them? So, invaders? You can hide here if you want. This place was destroyed a while ago. It's unlikely anyone will come looking for you here. Still no response, but I could sense they were listening to me. The cafeteria here is stocked with more than enough food for all of us. The mystery group wasn't moving at all. I didn't even hear them whispering among themselves. They were probably communicating with each other non-verbally. Or maybe they were trying to decide who would get to attack me first. After all, the natives of this planet, I was the invader. In case you haven't noticed, I'm blind. I don't know how many of you are here and obviously won't be able to attack you. Still no response.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm heading back inside. Follow me if you intend to hide here. I turned my back on the mystery group and started walking. I was completely defenseless. They killed me, they could have this hiding spot all to themselves. Yet they followed after me politely. When I staggered, they would even stop and wait out of consideration for me. One step at a time, I went farther into the building with a hand on the wall, taking care to use a route that could not be seen from the outside. That's impressive mental power, I would say, to even think of a route that couldn't be seen from the inside while blind, dealing with these people, defenseless, possible invaders coming. That's crazy. Finally, I found myself back in the cafeteria with the mystery group in tow. This place should be safe. Eat anything you find here. After that, I went back to my usual spot and sat down again. Where was my bag? I remember I had left it here. Felt around the floor next to me with my right hand for the bag that contained the undying flame bomb. Where was it? Where could it be? Something heavy suddenly fell into my lap. Someone had placed something there. I gingerly touched it with my fingertips. It was my bag. You found it for me. I asked my surroundings, but received no response like always. I then put the bag on my shoulders so that I would never lose it again. Leaning against the wall, I let my hearing take over. I heard the sound of rummaging for food. It didn't seem like they were interested in attacking me for now. It's likely they would leave once the enemies that were after them went away. And I would be back to waiting for day 100 here, all alone. So that I could witness the ending that everyone made for themselves. Sometime later, I heard the sound of a can being opened. I guess they decided to eat the food that was here. They sat a cautious distance away, but were still close enough to keep an eye on me. I hope they got something to eat they liked at least. Since I couldn't see, I couldn't even choose the kind of food I wanted to eat. It reminded me of the 5 cans of pickled fish I had to eat in a row last night. I inadvertently nodded off, even though I hadn't been feeling particularly sleepy. Thus, I fell asleep while being surrounded by an unknown number of natives. Perhaps it was because I felt no animosity from them. I could sense they were friends as they huddled closely together to eat and rest in this unknown place. Maybe they were sharing their favorite foods with each other. Maybe they were exchanging jokes with each other so quietly that I couldn't hear. Whatever it was, the atmosphere was like a comfortable blanket over my body, warming me up and making me sleepy. Like something I once had for myself, up until a short while ago. How did I not realize sooner what a beautiful thing that had been? Late that night. Somebody was shaking my shoulders. I sensed that I had been surrounded by a few people who were looking down at me. What is it?
Why are you here?
It was the voice of a child, a young girl, seemed to be about 8 to 9, a native of this planet, Futuran child. Thinking back, realizing I had never met anyone from this planet before, neither during any defensive battles nor when I was with Vishnes. They had been isolated from the war, maybe in a shelter of sorts like the Tokyo residential complex.
Why are you alone?
The girl asked again. Since she was speaking as a representative, they were likely a group of children. I could sense wariness in her tone of voice. It was as if this was a tense cross-examination. My responses would determine their next course of action. Well, one thing led to another, and I wasn't allowed to stay with my friends anymore. That's why I came here by myself. Why? What happened? I did something bad. It ended up hurting the others. That's why I can't stay with them anymore. Upon hearing me say something bad, the girl took one step back. An astute decision. Were you forced out? No. I went away of my own free will. It's still too dangerous. Just because I don't want you back on the team doesn't mean I want to force you to leave the whole school.
Ah,
If you promise to stay in your cell and not interfere with any of us, you can stay. It was so like Takumi to say that. In fact, his words made me waver for a brief moment. I wanted to cling to those words, to selfishly feel like I had been forgiven. But it was pointless for me to stay. I don't belong there. I could never, ever forgive myself for doing the unforgivable to them. That's why I had to leave. You can't go back anymore? No, I can't go back anymore. That's why I'm here. What about you? Were you being chased by something? At that, I could hear murmuring from behind the girl. They seemed to be discussing whether or not to reveal the answer to me. We can't go back either. Why not?
Because we broke our promise.
She sounded so very sad. I didn't know what the other Futurans looked like, having only seen the commanders. It seemed like they felt sadness, same way we did. What promise did you break? We were told not to go outside. We all went anyway because we thought we'd be okay. But we got lost and ended up in an unfamiliar place. Monsters kept chasing us. We got farther and farther away from home. And that was how you ended up here. I think she must have nodded. There were other people living on this planet besides the commanders and invaders. At the very least, these children probably had nothing to do with the war. Since they were being pursued, they were likely targets as well. They were targets, even though they had no way of fighting back, unlike us. You don't know how to go back? No. There should be a map somewhere in this facility. If you could find it, you may be able to find a way back home. I wish I could help you look for it, but as you can see, I won't be very helpful in that department. So feel free to look for it yourselves. The children, other than the girl in front of me, immediately scattered about in all directions, likely taking my advice to look for the map. There had to be a map somewhere around, since maps were indispensable for warfare. They would surely find one if they split up. Once they did, they were likely to depart by tomorrow, leaving me alone here to wait for the end by myself. I heard a soft thud next to me, an indication that the girl in the front had moved to sit down next to me. She was so close that I could touch her if I just stretched my hand out. Being way too trusting here, Missy. Maybe she felt like I posed no danger because I couldn't see.
No chance of forgiveness.
Huh? Oh, you mean me? Yeah. Aren't you sad you can't go back? Nah. It's too late for me. Why? Good question. Because the mistake I made was too big to be atoned for. Nobody will forgive me. That's why I can't go back. Okay. She started chomping down ravenously on an open can of food. Most likely, these children simply wanted to take a peek at what was going on outside and not plan to end up so far away from home. Possibility of not being able to make it back would have never occurred to them, since they broke their promise to the adults out of mere curiosity.
Maybe we won't be forgiven too.
She wondered out loud as she ate her food. Not being able to make it back home was not the only worry on these children's minds. They also feared that, like me, they wouldn't be allowed back into the fold again. I could immediately think of a number of encouraging statements I had gleaned from the books that I had read. But then I would be lying to them, something I was averse to doing to these children. However, that also meant that I had nothing comforting to say to her, being someone unforgiven myself. In the end, I simply kept quiet, and she, too, said nothing more after that. The children who had gone searching returned. They huddled back together. Their whispering voices eventually became softer and softer, until everyone fell asleep. My hand on the balm in my lap, I eventually drifted into slumber as well. The next morning,
Wake up!
I jolted awake when I felt my arm being tugged on. What happened? Come with us. The children were already awake. Something was clearly wrong. They were as panicked as they had been when they first came here. He pulled me outside the second to last defense academy. As I felt the wind on my skin, I could also smell the scent of blood mixed with it. Look there! I'm sorry, but I can't see. I felt her hand that had been pulling me along suddenly let go, as if she had forgotten that I was blind. Can you describe what's going on? The monsters are coming this way. I think they've realized there are people here. How many? Too many to count. Some of the children were shouting while others were trying to calm themselves down. Some started crying and others got angry. Nobody had expected this to happen. They left their home without thinking too deeply about the consequences. They likely never crossed their minds that leaving was tantamount to breaking their promise. Now they regretted it. They wished they had never left. Now that they were facing the grim reality of death, they were starting to give up. They resigned themselves to the possibility that they might die without ever being forgiven. Did you find it? What? The way home. Yes, we found the map. There's no point. We still can't go back. I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be so sad. Why not? Because of the monsters. Because you might not be forgiven for breaking your promise. No answer. Perhaps it was a little bit of both. How about this? I'll hold those monsters back, and you guys run away once you find an opening. That isn't going to work. You can't fight. Hey, you give me too little credit. I'm actually pretty strong, and I even have a weapon. But you can't see. I'll make it work somehow. Anyway, did you do what I just said?
But we broke our promise. Everyone must be so mad at us.
The sound of rumbling and stomping became louder and louder even as we spoke. I didn't need to use my enhanced hearing to know this was clearly a large army. Not as many as the ones we faced in their defensive battles, but more than enough to cause a group of helpless children to despair. Time was quickly running out. I had to convince these children to flee right now. Listen, I won't say everything will be fine. Huh? That'd be really irresponsible of me since I have no idea if you'll be forgiven for what you did. Instead, I'll tell you something I want you to remember. Words from the bottom of my heart. From a person whose life is based on made-up memories, goals, and grudges. Feelings I hadn't been able to convey until now.
Forgiveness isn't something dispensed on the spot, but based on the actions you choose to take after the mistake. So the most important thing is, what will you do from now on?
So,
If you want forgiveness, work hard to gain it, instead of dwelling on your mistakes, while there's still time for you to redeem yourself.
What do we do from now on?
I took out my infuser and drove it into my chest. There were likely no commanders among the approaching swarm. I could take a group of minions by myself. Now, go!
But what about you?
I said go! I shouted at them angrily. The girl bolted at my command. The other children quickly followed. Their little footsteps eventually faded into the distance. Good. Get as far away as you can. The strategy of mine wouldn't work otherwise. The next thing I heard was heavy stomping, indicating the invaders were marching ever closer. I gripped my weapon tightly, waiting for them to get close. They would be pleasantly surprised to find me here. It was quite likely they would prefer to hunt a planet invader like me over native children. The children wouldn't be pursued. They would be safe as long as I could keep the enemies here. Well, here goes nothing. Ha! Oh man, I wanted to play. I could sense my class weapon tearing the enemy apart with that swing. Good. Let me follow that up with... right, left, front, back. The invaders started attacking non-stop. Whenever I felt something hit my body, I would swing my weapon in that direction. It worked because it guaranteed I would hit something. I kept repeating this while moving around. However... well, this was a shame. I thought it would have lasted longer than this. I underestimated the sheer force of their numbers. The school invaders lunged at me as one when I let myself open after an attack. My class armor protected me, but it had its limits. Since my data had been removed from the Revivomatic again, I would be killed for real if I continued fighting. But I couldn't let them kill me. They would continue chasing the children if they did. I had to take out every last invader here and now if I wanted the children to be safe. But why? Just my pride, I suppose. Even I had my pride. ending a defective life by using it to protect someone else wasn't that bad of an idea. Although my efforts to gain forgiveness came a tad bit too late, I was still a former member of the Special Defense Unit. That said, I also knew I was fighting a losing battle. With my current strength, I couldn't fight this many enemies at once. I didn't even be proper bait or stall for time. Only one thing left to do then. A concerted attack knocked my class weapon out of my hand. Now you've done it. The invaders surrounded me, now defenseless, and started battering me with all their might. Excruciating pain rippled through my body despite the protection of the class armor. I thought I might lose consciousness before death paid me a visit. The weight on top of me became heavier and heavier. More and more invaders were piling on me, so that they might kill me. That'll do. That'll do just fine.
It's time.
I reached inside the bag I had been shielding with my body and touched the button that would detonate the bomb.
Huh?
The answer to your question is yes, that is indeed possible. But what would even be the point? Very well. I assume I get to choose which memories to implant. Even though all that does is deepen the emptiness in your heart, well, I certainly won't stop you if that is what you want. I would have preferred for you to become a proper war asset instead of whatever this is.
Yeah.
That is my honest opinion. I asked Sirei for a favor back then. He took me to the infirmary and carried out the requested procedure. Memory manipulation. At first, I thought about asking him to erase all of my memories. Everything would be gone. Sadness, anger, remorse, everything. But it was only right for me to die as my own self. My own buggy, corrupted, and defective self. I was the burden I had to bear until the bitter end. So I made that selfish request. For non-existent memories. Memories of me having a great time with everyone. While being aware of the duplicity of these memories, that they were all lies. Yet here I was right now, surrounded by the warmth and happiness I felt back then.
Takumi. Everyone. It's unfortunate. I won't get to witness how things turn out for you. But I'm praying for your victory. No. Actually, I'm praying for your happiness. From the bottom of my heart.
Fuck, dude. God damn it. Number 3. Goodbye, Eito route. Praying for your happiness. And there's the achievement for that. Like I said, one ending for that one route. Ah, boy. All right, we go further back. How much further back do I go? What is this? Kill Eito? For what? Trying to remember. Oh, to let him join the team? How far? Where's the Tsubasa kill choice? How far back is that? That's not here, right? Side Ava's fate. So this is the killer? Yeah. How far back is that? Here? Yes. Right? Yeah, who will you sacrifice? Kyoshika. And then the Tsubasa one. Who, boy, I'm not ready for that one. I'm not ready for that one at all. Okay. How far are we? We're here. Which was part of this. So we keep going. Here. So we decide to kill Eito or not. And I always say no because I'm too nice for my own good. What was the context for this, though? That's what I'm trying to remember. Were we in the middle of a battle? Kill Ato. Unfortunately, I have to say yes. We are in battle because we're wearing our class armor. God damn it. I don't want to kill Ato, man. I've done it so many times and I still don't want to do it. Ato has to die. He's not normal. I'll never be able to trust anything he says. The things he's told us have been nothing but lies, just like last time. Everything he said and did was to sabotage us. He's the worst kind of traitor there is. I can't let him live. Why are you laughing? That look in your eyes, Takumi. Such pure, undisguised hatred. What did I do to deserve such animosity? If you become this warped by hatred, you really must be getting used to this horrible war. You're the only one here who's warped by hatred. You hate us. You hate humanity. You want to wipe us all out. We've suffered so much pain and hardship because of you. Can't even think of you as a human anymore. You're more like an enemy to all mankind. In that case, shouldn't you have killed me when you had the chance? You did have the chance, remember? But you decided to show mercy instead. Or maybe it's more like you didn't want my death on your hands. Were you too scared to kill me, Takumi? But I can see your conscience isn't going to get in the way this time. This war has made you more of a monster than ever before.
Oh.
Okay, enough chatter. It's time to finish this. Don't let him deceive or unsettle you anymore, Sumino. Just deal with him. He's right, Takumi. Better follow your owner's orders like a good dog. As for the rest of you, give up on the truth and let humanity keep using you. If you step out of line, Siri will just tinker with your brain and turn you into perfect puppets anyway. Shut up, shut up. I feel like I'm going crazy just for listening to you. It's like I said, don't pay any attention to his ravings. It'll only call you undue stress. Well, he's not wrong, as we learned. Aotsuki is defective. If you're not careful, he could spread that fault to the rest of you. You need to get rid of him right now. Do it, Takumi. If we lock him up, he'll only get out and cause trouble again. If you don't wanna, I can take him out for you.
Oh?
Excuse me? I'm in favor of executing him too. This is the only way. Takumi. Pretending to be conflicted? Or are you still curious about the truth? You might as well forget about it. If you're scared of what I might do, there's no way you can handle. Holy shit. This is cool art. Holy fucking shit, dude. Are you serious? I lunged forward, bringing my sword down on Ato. This was the right choice. The only choice. He had to die. Just like last time. Right after I struck that final blow. Oh. Ato's hemoanima, his cryptoglobin, started flowing into me all on its own.
I'm absorbing it? No, stop! Stop, I don't want...
Is this the Ato route? My vision went dark, blood was everywhere, and deep in my chest, I could feel a new, violent pulsing. After a few minutes, it finally started to calm down. I do know there is an Ato route, so I think this might be it now. Takumi, are you okay? Yeah, just a little surprised. Wasn't expecting the cryptoglobin to do that. You really sucked him dry. He's just a blackened mummy now. Gross. At least we know there's no coming back from that. It's finally over. Takumi, are you sure you're alright? Don't let this get to you, Sumino. You did what had to be done.
Hey.
Although personally, I wouldn't have minded if you were a little quicker about it.
Oh?
It seems to me like you were trying to hurry the process along back there.
Hey!
What are you implying, Shizuhara? You started to panic when Ato mentioned Earth being gone or tinkering with our brains. Was he really just trying to rattle us? Or do you know something about all that? There's nothing to know. It was all just a bunch of nonsense he made up to confuse you. Nothing more, nothing less. I won't explain it, because there's nothing to explain. But why did the commanders call us invaders? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Huh?
I think we deserve a proper answer, Sirei. Traitor or not, we did just kill one of our friends for you. Keeping us in the dark could have a serious effect on our morale, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll give you a proper explanation for everything. Altsky's ravings included. But not right now. You're still tired out from that battle. Especially Sumino. Alright, I guess we'll put this on the back burner and call it a day. No use stressing about it now. Go get some rest, all of you. Feeling exhausted in more ways than one, we returned to the school and went to our rooms for the night. Ever since I killed Eito and took his cryptoglobin, my head felt fuzzy. They killed him. I'd killed Eito, just like I did at the end of my first 100 days here. I could have taken his prisoner again. That was always an option. But instead, I'd killed him. No, it's like Takamaru said. He'd only have found a way out, well, a way to escape. And who knows what kind of trouble, kind of suffering he might have caused then. I had to kill him to prevent that. It was the only way. Eito was human, though. What I'd done had it been like killing the regular invaders, or even the commanders. It was murder, plain and simple. It had to be done. I had to protect the people who are dear to me. Was that all there was to it, though? I mean, I did hate Eito. Wasn't denying that. He'd sabotage everything in my first timeline. Was trying to do the same here. That's the whole reason I traveled back in time in the first place. Stop that from happening. I tried to be merciful. I tried to do the humane thing. But he'd just turn on us again. How could he do that? The invaders and commanders were our enemy. But Eito was human, like us. It made his betrayal all the worse. I hated him. I'd wanted to kill him. Need some water? Nasty, bile-stained, rotted, gutted, horrible, disgusting, revolting, stomach-churning, nauseating, vile. Hideous, repulsive, grotesque, unsightly, repugnant, abominable, ugly, ugly, ugly. Yeah, it's taking over. This is the Eito route. It has to be. I let out a strangled cry. My whole body was drenched in a cold sweat. What was that just now? I felt terrible, like I was about to throw up. Was it because I'd absorbed Eito's hemo animal without meaning to? Or was it because I killed a person? It's too late for regrets now. I did what had to be done. I got into bed, tried to force myself not to think, and slowly but surely went to sleep.
Up and Atom troops! Get ready. Prepare to spend another day. Be ready to get...
I didn't feel any better that morning. If anything, I felt worse. I was dizzy and nauseous, and I didn't like it one bit. Damn it. Got to my feet and stumbled into the bathroom. I washed my face and brushed my teeth for all the good it did me. We're gonna see Eito's reflection at one point throughout this timeline. Guess I'm not over yesterday's battle yet. I'll grab a quick bite to eat, then go back to bed. Huh? I should head over to the cafeteria. No one else is around. The first one here today. Huh? You must still be tired. I'll probably sleep the day away too, once I've had something to eat. Just then, I heard footsteps out in the hall. Guess I'll have someone to talk to after all. Huh? We're hallucinating because we absorbed this hemo anima. That's what's happening. Good morning, Takumi. You're early today. Huh? Oh. What's the matter, Takumi? What? What the hell are you doing here? Having breakfast? Why else would I be here? What? You're dead. Dead? Me? What are you talking about? I heard more footsteps outside the door. The others were coming. I raised my voice and let out a cry for help. Everyone, come quick. It's an emergency. So this is okay. Quick call is that we are now seeing everyone as Ato, and that is the Ato route. What's the matter? What happened? You sure are noisy today. This had better be good. Huh? Are you okay, Takumi? You looking really pale. No. Takumi, what's wrong? Please try to calm down. Are you still in shock from yesterday? Killing someone you used to think of as a friend must have been hard. Maybe you should go lie down in your room. Here, let me help you. Get away. Get back, all of you. Don't touch me. Takumi? Hey, Takumi. I ran as fast as I could. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew I had to get away. I didn't stop for breath until I was back in my room, but the door firmly shut behind me. What the hell was that just now? I wasn't dreaming. It was the trick of the light. So what was going on? Ato was dead. I killed him myself. The feeling of his cryptoglobin flowing into me was still fresh in my mind. His body was nothing but a dried up husk now. So why had I seen him in the cafeteria? Not just one of him, but several. Is this some kind of psychological attack? We already beat the commander who caused hallucinations. Doesn't make sense. Why is this happening? Am I just going crazy? No, I'm probably just tired. I'll be fine after I get some sleep. Still feeling confused and disoriented, I got into bed. Quick nap would fix me right up. So I hoped. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Takumi. Good to see you again.
Hey, Ato. Looking sexy as always.
Ato? You're here? But how? You're dead!
Don't get so flustered. You're making that hideous face of yours look even worse.
Is this a dream? Am I even seeing you in my sleep now?
A dream? What a very Takumi thing for you to say. If you think this is just a dream, all you have to do is wake up.
You're so right, Ato.
Here, let me help you with that.
I'm gonna get jump scared, aren't I? Nope, never mind. With that, Ato snapped his fingers. I sat bolt upright in bed and looked around frantically. There's no one here. Well, it was a dream. Well, more like a nightmare, really. I really need to get some rest. I lay back down and closed my eyes. Within a minute or two, I was asleep again.
Welcome back, Takumi.
Not again? Why are you still here?
Because this is no ordinary dream. I'm not some hallucination your cerebral cortex is conjuring up. This is the real me speaking to you. I exist here in the depths of your psyche. I'm in your head, Takumi.
In my head?
Is it such a shock? You killed me and absorbed my hemoanima. When you did that, my consciousness was also transferred into you.
That's not possible.
Normally, you'd be right. But this is hemoanima we're talking about. Making the impossible possible is a surprisingly simple matter. It really is a mysterious power, isn't it?
But it doesn't make sense. Nothing like this happened when we absorbed the enemy commander's hemoanima. So why? I don't quite understand it myself, but if I were to make a highly educated guess, you took my power the first time you experienced these 100 days, right? And now you've done it here in this timeline as well. Time travel notwithstanding, you've absorbed my hemoanima twice. So there's twice as much of me inside of you as there was before. Enough for my consciousness to survive the process. Anything goes when it comes to hemoanima. I knew that all too well by now. But I still couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. In spite of everything I'd done, Ato was still alive inside of me. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm just as disgusted by this as you are. So I couldn't kill you after all. That all depends on your point of view. I'm just a spirit without a body now. I'm closer to you than ever, but I can't do a thing to hurt you. It's so frustrating, having your hideous face right in front of me the whole time. It's like having an itch you can't quite scratch. If you don't like it, why don't you just disappear? If only it were that simple. And what makes you think I'm the one who should disappear? The cafeteria just now, I saw a bunch of copies of you. Did you do that? Have you been messing with my brain somehow? I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's actually more complicated than that, though. Let me put it in a way even your feeble mind can understand. You appear to have developed a cognitive disorder, Takumi. Cognitive disorder? That wasn't me you saw in the cafeteria. It was the other members of the Special Defense Unit. Your precious friends and allies. I was gonna say aliens. But now they all look like me to you. Even their voices and speech patterns are just like mine. When you absorbed my consciousness, it seems my defect was transferred to you as well. Who would have thought you'd try to kill me, only to become just like me? It's like a classic comedy, or maybe it's like a tragedy for you. Not that I care. Never mind all that. How do I cure it? I wish I knew. When I was alive, even C-Ray couldn't do anything to make me any less defective. So I'm stuck with it. Everyone's going to look the same to me from now on. They're all going to look and sound like Eito? No way. I'll go crazy if I have to live like that. In that case, I have a suggestion. A little escape clause, if you will. Huh? What are you talking about? I have an awful lot of time on my hands floating around here inside your mind. So I thought up a little challenge for you. Challenge? You saw 4 of me in the cafeteria just now, right? But that's not all there is. Let's do a quick head count, shall we? Takamaru, Hideko, Tsubasa, Gaku, Ima, Kako, Shoma, Nozomi, Yugamu, and Moko. Not counting you or me, that makes 10 in all. There are currently 10 Eito Outskis here at Last Defense Academy. Isn't that a lovely thought? Get to the point. Oh, you're so intense. All right, have it your way. You see, I lied just now. There's actually an 11th Eito somewhere in the school as well. That one is nothing but an illusion. It's something I created with the part of my Hima anima I still have control over. An illusion? Why would you make something like that? That's just how much I hate you. You spared my life once, only to go back on that decision and kill me anyway. Consider this challenge my way of paying you back for that. Stop wasting time. Just tell me what the challenge is. It's simple. Find the fake. Figure out which of the 11 Eitos is an illusion and kill him. If you can do that, the remnants of my consciousness will be erased and I'll disappear. That will also return your cognition to the way it was. What do you think? Easy, right? It's almost too good to be true. You don't think I believe that, do you? After everything you've lied about before? It wouldn't be a fair challenge if I lied. I want to see you suffer and struggle within the rules I've created. Trust me. Besides, I'm pretty sure this is the only way for you to get rid of your disorder. This is just a trick to get me to attack the others, isn't it? You're not fooling me this time. If there's even a chance of me hurting my friends, I'm out. I'll find a way to live with everyone looking like you. I offer you an olive branch, and you throw it back in my face. You really are a loathsome little creature, Takumi. Talk all you want. You're not going to change my mind. You're so stubborn. All right, let's see how you deal with this. Eito snapped his fingers again. Only he did. Just like that, I was awake again. What's he going to do this time? I look around the room uneasily. Then, before I knew what was happening, somebody flicked me in the forehead. Ow! Except it wasn't just any old somebody that did it. It was me. My hand had moved on its own and attacked me. What the? No. No, it can't be. And just as suddenly as I'd woken up, I was falling asleep again.
Welcome back. You see how things stand now?
What was that? What did you do to me? Were you controlling my body?
We share a consciousness now, Takumi. It only follows that we'd share a body too. I'm still getting used to it. So that little flick is about all I can manage right now. Give me a couple of days and I'll be able to take total control of your body.
Total control? Then I could probably just make you kill those horrible friends of yours outright. Maybe I should try it. Who do you want to be our first victim? Why am I even asking? It has to be Nozomi. She's special to you, isn't she? Speaking as your closest enemy, I can tell. I can't wait to see the look on her face when you betray her trust and choke the life out of her. Stop it. There's only one way to stop me, Takumi. That's to erase my consciousness from inside you. Why would you even go to all this trouble? Why indeed. Maybe you'll understand when all this is over. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll accept your challenge or whatever. I didn't have to offer you this chance, you know. I'm doing you a favor here. Couldn't you act a little more grateful? Maybe say, please allow me to take your challenge instead? Please allow me to take your challenge. Wow, you actually said it. I was only kidding. You're so easy to fool, Takumi. It's no wonder I got the best of you in your last timeline. Alright, you have your task. Find the one fake among the 11, and you'll finally kill me for good. Just tell me one thing. Is there a way to tell them apart? Those 4 I saw in the cafeteria earlier all looked exactly like you. I think you're misunderstanding something, Takumi. I gave you this challenge, but I have no intention of helping you succeed. I'm certainly not about to give you any hints. One more thing. Excuse me. The illusion will disappear at night. Everyone's in their rooms at that time anyway. It would be too easy if you could just find the me that's still up and peg them as a fake. As for your time limit, at this rate, I'll probably take over your body on day 63. So you have until day 62 to come up with your answer. If we include today, that's just 4 days. Better than being killed without giving you any chance at all, like you did to me. What do you say we get started? Work hard now, Takumi. Terrible things will happen if you fail. Killing your friends will only be the start. I'll probably go into the artificial satellite afterwards and see what kind of carnage I can unleash there. Well then, I'll sit back and watch for a while. If you need me, you know where to find me. With that, Eito snapped his fingers. And I was awake again, back to reality. Damn it. I still didn't want to believe it, but there's no denying it now. Eito had been telling the truth. He'd shown me he was capable of moving my fingers, and he'd only get more control from here on out. If he took over during a battle with one of my friends close by me, I've had no choice but to find the fake Eito. Why do that? I have to think this through. Still got 4 days. I'll let him get away with this. First of all, I'll go talk to everyone and see if I can spot anything that seems off about them. I dashed out of my room, began looking for the different Eitos around the school. Oh, Takumi, are you okay? Did you need something? No matter how I look at it, this is Eito. Obviously, I can't tell them apart on appearance alone. No. I just wanted to ask. Have you been feeling alright lately? Oh, sure. I'm the same as ever. What about you? Are you feeling better now? Am I better now? Does this Eito know what happened in the cafeteria this morning? Was he one of the 4 I saw there? Or has everyone else heard about it already? Even if he was there at the time, that doesn't prove he's not the fake. I can't tell them apart by sight. I'll have to figure this out based on what they all say. Yeah, I'm fine now. So what are you up to today? Today? Well, let's see. I thought I'd let you kill me. You regret killing me as quickly as you did, don't you? I'll bet you wanted to draw it out a little longer. Slapdash murder like that wasn't enough to satisfy your hatred, was it? You wanted to see me writhe in pain, crying and pleading for forgiveness. You wanted to torture me relentlessly, again and again and again, until I begged for death. That's how you really wanted to kill me, isn't it? Now that I'm no longer registered in the Revive-O-Matic, you'd have to get really creative to keep me right on the border of life and death. That's probably too much for a feeble brain like yours to handle. Would you like me to give you some ideas? It's the least I can do for my worst enemy. Sorry to disturb you. Oh, you're going already? Alright, see you around. So it's not just sight and sound and smell. This disorder is even affecting how my brain processes what people say. It's probably sitting there in my head right now, twisting every word I hear. I had no idea he had that much control. If he could do that, there's not a lot of point in talking to anyone. No, there has to be a way. Something I missed. Something he's missed. I'll go find someone else and see if I can figure it out. Huh. I found another Eito in the rec room and tried talking to him. Hey, have you got a minute? Hello, Takumi. You're looking particularly hideous today. Did you need something? I wanted to ask, how do you feel about me killing Eito? How do I feel? I know I'm the one who made the decision, but do you feel like I was wrong? Or like there was any other way we could have dealt with him? If you do, then tell me. I honestly want to know. You promise you won't get mad? I promise. Tell me the truth. I can take it. Well, I do feel like there might have been another way. Killing him just felt like a step too far. Right. I thought you might say that. Eito may have been a traitor, but he was still a member of our team. I know he might have escaped again, but we could have just kept an extra close eye on him this time, couldn't we? I guess. If we'd done that, you wouldn't have had to do what you did. And I would be in a position to kill everyone now. And I do mean everyone. Every last member of this rotten special defense unit. It's such a pity. If you hadn't killed me, this would never have happened. Okay, thanks. I'll see you later. I thought maybe asking about Eito himself would give me some kind of clue. Felt like I was making progress at first, but I guess not. At least I know this approach won't get me anywhere. I've got to keep trying until I find something that works. I'll go try something different with someone else. I wonder how far his perception thing could work, because I was going to say maybe I'll have him write it down and on a piece of paper, because you can't control their actions while they're out of sight. So then you could just read it as is. I don't know. I found yet another Eito in the infirmary. Hey, what are you doing in here? Nothing in particular. I just felt like being alone for a while. Nice and quiet, and no one ever comes here, so I don't have to look at their abhorrent faces. Well, sorry to disturb you. You have time to talk? Sure. Why though? What's up? This is a weird question, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but... What do you think of me? Huh? What do you mean, Takumi? I know, it's awkward me asking you outright like this, but I really want to know. That's fine, I don't mind. Why are you asking now? I've just been feeling a little less confident in my decisions than usual lately. I want to step back and reevaluate myself. And I figured the best way of doing that would be to get an outside perspective. I see. I guess even people who seem to have it together have blind spots when it comes to themselves, huh? Yeah. So, what do you think? Let me see. For starters, you are, unquestionably, our leader. Thanks to your experience from your last timeline, you're guiding us toward victory and keeping us safe. Wasn't for you, we'd probably have been wiped out a long time ago. Thank you. Honestly, I had trouble believing you had really come from the future. When I first met you, you seemed like just a regular guy. Then all of a sudden, you started talking about time travel. It was like you're a different person. I guess that makes sense. You really proved yourself, though. You have a kind of strength that no one else does. The strength to never give up. You keep moving forward, no matter what sacrifices you have to make. Really, it's thanks to that strength that Darumi, Kyoshika, and Kurara had to die. Thanks to your reckless choices, they all died meaningless deaths. As our leader, you could play fast and loose with our lives and never look back. You got the sweet end of the deal. Because you're a team leader, nobody wants you to die. That means you never get exposed to any real danger. Things are nothing like the future you know anymore, but you still run around calling all the shots. You even get to choose who lives and who dies. You're the very embodiment of how heartless and cruel humanity is. Tell me, Takumi, have you decided who's going to die next? Thanks. That's all I needed to know. trying to run from the truth. And after you got so mad at me for running away after I escaped my cage. Team leader gets away with anything, huh? You can't run from me. After all, I'm already inside you. I left the infirmary with an exasperated sigh and headed back to my room. Not making any progress. I can't give up, though. If I don't get rid of him, Eito will take over my whole body. I never expected killing him would make things worse. Damn it. Just how much trouble do you have to cause until you're satisfied? Would it have been better if I let him live? Or should I have killed him right at the start? I can't get distracted with regrets. There's still stuff I can do. People I haven't spoken to yet. But the rest of the day talking to everyone I could find. Each time, I wondered who the Eito standing in front of me really was. But no matter what tack I tried, I couldn't figure it out. And of course, they were all moving around throughout the day, making it even harder to tell them apart. Everywhere I looked, it was nothing but Eito Atsuki. Couldn't even tell if there was if there were 11 of them or not. This challenge was going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. Even worse, every Eito I spoke to would hurl insults and painful home truths at me. They tried to provoke me. He wanted me to lash out. I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction. I knew these were really my friends. The way they looked and sounded was just Eito messing with my head. I wouldn't do anything to hurt them. But if he took control, it wouldn't matter what I wanted anymore. I had to find the 11th Eito as soon as I could. Day 59. Early that morning, I had a dream. No, not a dream. More like a conversation inside my subconscious.
You're doing great, Takumi. I had so much fun watching you struggle yesterday. I don't know what it was like in your last timeline, but I haven't talked to the others all that much this time around. I never had the chance, being shut up in my cage the whole time. I'm glad I'm getting to know them through you.
So from everyone else's point of view, they're just having a normal conversation with me?
Please, let's not talk shop. Consider this space neutral territory. While you're here, try to forget about the challenge and relax.
That's rich coming from you.
If you prefer, you can stay here forever. Just give your body and mind over to me entirely. Then I can get started on killing your important friends right away. Eito, I get why you hate me. I'm the one who killed you after all. But do the others deserve the same treatment? Some of them even try to save you. Why do you hate them as well? Despite what you may think, we're not your enemies. We're all part of the Special Defense Unit. We're allies. If you hadn't betrayed us, everyone would have gone on believing that. What's your point? Would you try to convince someone with a severe phobia of cockroaches that they're actually very clean, intelligent creatures? But we're not cockroaches. No, you're even worse. To me, anyway. Your appearance, your voices, your smell. And of course, your ideologies. They're all utterly repulsive. You're all monsters. Abominations that shouldn't be allowed to exist. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I'm just seeing your true nature. Your cruel, selfish nature, caring for nothing but your own survival. You trample over the peace of others even as you hide behind grandiose causes and ridiculous platitudes.
Huh?
Grandiose, not grandiose. The peace of others? We talk about the invaders? Curious now, are we? And yet none of you have even tried to uncover the truth. Admitting your mistakes can be scary after all. You claim to have killed me out of some misguided sense of duty. But actually, you were afraid of what I might tell you, weren't you? Well, no, I'm trying to get all the routes. You killed me to keep me quiet, and denied your precious comrades any chance to learn the truth while you were at it. Or did you really just hate me that much? I'd almost forgotten what a waste of time talking to you is. Could you shut up now? All right, we'll call this conversation to a close. We could be here chatting all day otherwise. Get going, Takumi. You know I love to see you struggle against the inevitable. Even if I am just a spirit now, I still expect you to keep me entertained. 3 more days. If I could get rid of him by then, Eito would take full control of my body. I won't let that happen. I won't let him get away with this. I'll find him, and I'll kill him for good this time. I can't tell the fake by his appearance, or by what he says. So, what if I attack someone just to test it? What am I saying? I can't do that. They're my friends. Except, well, maybe getting physical is the way to go. Might be able to feel some kind of difference. A physical way of telling people apart. The plan was starting to form in my mind, but I still needed to test it. I headed off to go find one of the Atos. Probably like a contact sport, I would say. Hey, have you got a minute? Oh, hello, Takumi. What's up? Wanted to ask you a favor. I took a pen and pad of sticky notes out of my pocket. I wrote the number 1 on one and peeled it off. This will sound weird, but can you hold on to this? Hold on to this for me. Huh? What is this? I'll explain later. Just stick it on your chest for now, okay? Please, it's really important. I don't know what's going on here, but I can tell you're serious about this. All right, if that's what you want, I'll stick it on. That's great. Thank you. Please tell me the sprite updates with it. Aw, damn it. I went and found another Ato, handing him a note with the number 2 on it. I need a favor. Stick this on you. What's all this about? Are you playing some kind of game? No, I'm serious. I can't explain right now, but it's important. Just put it on, stick it to your chest or something, and don't take it off until I tell you to. Okay, it's really that important. Thanks. What's up? What are you doing? Just give me a minute. I need to write this number. Dizzy. Did I stand up too fast? Takumi, is something wrong? Huh? No, I'm fine. Here, can you stick this on you for a while? I handed Ato a note with number 3 on it. Okay? What is this, though? Is it a good thing? Very good. I'll explain everything later. Right now, I can't tell the difference between anyone in the school. My mind only perceives them as Ato. I can't even tell if there are 11 of them, let alone which one is the fake. So far as Ato's challenge went, I wasn't even at the starting line yet. That's when I hit on the idea of telling them apart in some physical, objective way. I was going to hand everyone a note, each with a different number on it. That way, I'd finally be able to tell them apart. Wouldn't tell me which one of them is an illusion, but it was a step in the right direction. I continued going around the school, handing out sticky notes. Eventually, I reached the 9th Ato. Hey, have you got a minute? What's up? I'd like to ask you a favor. I got everyone else doing it, too. Can I stick this on you? Somewhere I can see it, like on your chest. On my chest? What's this about? I can't explain it right now, but I will later. Please, it's important. Well, I guess it's okay. I stuck the number 9 on the 9th Ato. That should do it. Ugh. This dizziness again.
Huh? Why? Why does it say 1 now?
Are you okay? Do you mind if I ask what this 1 is for?
Yeah, I figured the dizziness is him fucking up our investigation. Or our challenge. Taking? Trying? Completion? Whatever. No, this can't be right. I wrote 9 on that note just now, didn't I?
You said you've asked everyone else to wear these, right? I've seen some of them around. Why do they all say 1, though? What's the point in giving us all the same number?
Huh.
No, it can't be. This can't be happening.
Is Ato messing with my head again? I'm sure I wrote 9. I wouldn't make a mistake like that. I would make a mistake fucking reading. But now this Ato's wearing a note with 1 on it, and so are all the others. So then, is he altering my perception to make all the numbers look the same? No, I won't believe it. Without thinking, I started running, as if I could run for the truth. Takumi, come on, tell me what's going on. Ato's consciousness existed inside my mind. Still had to figure out how all that worked. But a new disturbing possibility had just occurred to me. If he's inside my head, does that mean he knows what I'm thinking, too? I was going to say that earlier. Yeah, he probably does. That's why you probably can't win.
You know, for someone as dull-witted as you, that wasn't a bad plan.
Whoops.
Did you figure out what happened yet?
It's not just my senses or perception you can mess with. You're beginning to control my body too. Like you did when you made me flick my forehead before. This time, you made me write 1 on all of those notes. Not only that, you made me see them as different numbers so I wouldn't realize anything.
Bravo! At first, I was going to maintain the illusion until you'd handed out all 11. But I got bored watching the same conversation over and over again. So I dropped it. Aren't I generous? That means you wasted less time. And your deadline's getting closer every minute.
You never told me you'd be actively sabotaging me.
I never said I wouldn't either. This is supposed to be a challenge, you know? Do you understand the meaning of that word? Of course the odds are against you, Takumi. That's the whole point.
I didn't realize just how unfair this challenge was. No matter what strategy I come up with, Eito could just control my eyes and hands to prevent me from using it. Isn't there any way for me to win? Well, kill yourself, I guess, is one way. You're not giving up yet, are you? What are you going to try next? Why even ask? You can tell what I'm thinking, right? Oh, please. You think I've been reading your thoughts to get the jump on you? I'd rather die than go poking around in your nasty little mind. I simply deduced the kind of plan you'd come up with, that's all. You're probably considering getting everyone together in one place for your next attempt. No one else can see the illusion, so you're thinking you could just figure out which one isn't really there that way. But that won't work. It would be a simple matter for me to alter your perception of everyone's reactions, and you'd be no better off than before. I'd advise against asking Sirei for help too. Why? Would that be inconvenient for you? More for you than for me. What would you even tell him? The truth, that after you killed me, my consciousness was transferred into you, along with my disorder. And that I'm going to take control of your body in a few days? Sirei dismissed me as effective. Try to get rid of me. You stopped him the first time. But you can't lock me in a cage now. What do you think he'll do if he finds out I'm still alive? He'll judge you to be defective as well. A threat to humanity. To be disposed of. I hated to admit it, but Eito was right. I'm the one who made the decision to kill Eito, but Sirei had wanted to get rid of him for a long time before that. He'd treat me the same way, there's no doubt about it. I'm glad you finally see it my way. Besides, this is a challenge between you and me. Bringing in outsiders would ruin the fun. I still got 2 days. You haven't won yet, Eito. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait to see what you'll try next. I don't know how I'm going to sleep. With that, Eito snapped his fingers. And I fell into a deep sleep. In a few more days, he'll be able to control my body completely. If it gets to that point, it should be, I'm assuming that's a grammatical error once again. If it gets to that point, fucking $60 game, by the way. I think it's on sale at the moment. If I've run out of options and still can't win, that's when I'll ask Sirei for help. Even if he does kill me, it's better than letting Eito take over. But I'll only do that as a last resort. I've foiled Eito's plans before, I could do it again. This isn't over. Whoops, save. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought we were hitting a lock. It's like, there's no fucking way we're hitting a story lock here.
Today, honestly, I'm kind of out. Anyway, okay?
Yeah, shut up. I wanted to take that moment to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that right now. So YouTube, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. Let us continue. Never mind making it to day 100. I still need a way to survive to past day 62. Or then, I need to kill Eito. Went into the bathroom to wash my face. Spent a while looking at my reflection in the mirror.
Who are you? No, it's fine. I'm Takumi Sumino. I'm still me.
I can't get overwhelmed now. That's what Eito wants. If I start showing weakness, he'll seize on it and take control even faster.
It's not going to happen. I won't let him beat me.
There's still so much I have to do. I have to protect everyone. still have to save humanity. I can't waste time playing Eito's games. He claims to hate this world, but he's still clinging to it. Maybe he's not as strong-willed as I thought. You're dead now, Eito. You need to let go. If you're still determined to disrupt us, if you keep posing a threat to humanity's future, I'll kill you as many times as it takes. I've already got a plan for today. Do we? I don't. Hey, do you want to do some training together? You want to train with me? All right, but... Why are you looking so intense all of a sudden? Is that a no? No, I'm just a little surprised is all. Should I meet you in the training room? No. Just grab an infuser and let's get right to it. We're using infusers? Yeah. Come on. Show me what you've got. Hey, Takumi? What? What is it? Why are we using our infusers? And why are we doing this in the gym instead of the training room? Consider it practical training. There's no telling when there might be another attack. And Vashnes is more powerful than ever now. We have to get stronger too. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I promise. And in return, I want you to attack like you're trying to kill me. What? This training is to help us fight the invaders. We have to get used to fighting without holding back. And if anything goes wrong, the Revive-O-Matic will bring us back. Everything will be fine. You've got nothing to be afraid of. Takumi, I don't know about this. What's wrong? Let's start a training session. No, I think I'm going to pass. What? Why? I just don't feel like it right now. Can we do it some other time? You don't feel like it. When the invaders attack, you don't get a choice. I know, but that's different. We don't really have to do this. But we need to train. What's wrong with you today, Takumi? You're acting so weird. I'm fine. Just do what I tell you. Activate your Hemo-Anima. I don't want to. Just then, there was the sound of hurried footsteps outside, and the doors of the gym flew open.
Hey.
Stop it, Takumi. Dragging someone into a mock battle just because you had a little disagreement. What are you thinking? Ugh. Damn, this is how it was supposed to go. You haven't been yourself lately. Should ask Sire if there's anything he could do to help you. Whoops. I think it should be should I ask Sire. Or should we, maybe? No, don't do that. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Now why are you being so hostile all of a sudden? Please, I need someone to fight me. I won't hurt you. I'll stop all my attacks right before they connect. But you have to fight me seriously. If we want to beat Vashnes, we have to do this. Is this really going to help us against Vashnes? It is. I promise. All right. If it's that important, you can spar with me instead of Eito. Really? I'll help too. If it's to defeat Vashnes, we don't have a lot of choice. I know you said you'd stop your attacks, but be sure to dodge ours too, okay? You're all in? Thanks so much, guys. You have no idea how much this is going to help me. Hadn't gone as smoothly as I wanted, and now I was facing 3 Eitos in a mock battle all at once. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't really planning to hurt any of them. Eito was manipulating my perception so I couldn't tell any of my friends apart. I couldn't rely on sight or vision anymore. He had too much control over them. But what if I concentrated on my body instead of my mind? Specifically, the sensation of being hit by a special attack. I wouldn't be surprised if Eito could make everyone's class weapons look like his scythe, but they'd still feel different when they hit me. Guns, bladed weapons, mechanical weapons. They'd all cause different kinds of damage and leave different injuries. I couldn't rely on my perception of other people. I just have to use my own body as a guide instead. Yeah, that's one way to do it. All right, here we go. Remember, no holding back. Fight me like you mean it. The plan was simple. Once the mock battle got going, I'd take everyone's attacks on purpose. Eito could control what I saw and heard, but he wouldn't be able to do anything about physical damage. I'd be putting myself in danger, but at least I still had the Revive-O-Matic to fall back on. And if this worked for the 3 Eitos I was fighting now, I could do the same for all the others next. And I'd finally be able to tell who was who.
Here we go!
Right before the attack hit, I moved my arm to deflect it. What? Not bad, Takumi. You made that look easy. Let's try it again. attack me. This time I won't defend. I'll take the attack just like I planned.
Now it's my turn!
You blocked me too. You're really doing well today, Takumi. What's the matter? Why do you look so surprised? I hadn't meant to block. Both times I've been trying to take damage. My sword arm was moving on its own. I couldn't stop it. Okay, one more time. Do your best to hit me. Okay, here goes. I did my very best to leave myself open to my opponent's attack. He took the opportunity I created and charged forward. How's this? But the result was the same as before. I knocked the attack away without meaning to. My arms moved in ways I never thought it could, and all without any input from me. Every time an attack came at me, it automatically took action to protect me. After about 30 minutes of trying, my sparring partners got tired out and had to call it a day. I apologized to them for all the trouble and hurried back to my room before they could ask any awkward questions. Damn, that's not as bad planned, but yeah, obviously Eito wouldn't let you do that. I'm guessing I have you to thank for that.
I have to hand it to you this time, Takumi. Intentionally getting hurt to tell people apart by the nature of their attacks was a stroke of genius. It's the kind of idea only someone in as desperate a situation as yours could come up with. I think it might just be the intellectual high point in your otherwise mediocre little life. But in case you forgot, I'm a part of you now. When you get hurt, I feel your pain. And I can't have that.
How long have you been able to make my body do that? Is my control spinning faster than you expected? I guess that's just how compatible you and I are. What a stomach-churning prospect. Even so, I won't allow you to get hurt. I'll block any attack, whether you like it or not. This body belongs to both of us now. I don't want anything happening to it. Have you noticed how nervous everyone is getting around you? They're not going to keep putting up with your requests much longer. But of course, if you tell them the truth, Sirei is bound to catch wind of it. If that happens, it'll all be over for you. You'll just be another defect that needs eliminating. If I get eliminated, you'll disappear too. That's some consolation. Thinking of sacrificing yourself? Don't bother. You could never pull off such a noble act. You're more the type to sacrifice others. You'll cast aside anything and anyone for the sake of your own survival. Even a natural flow of time. That's the kind of person you are, Takumi. That's how you make your choices. By thinking only of yourself. So what if the choices you made have gotten your friends killed? It was all for the greater good, right? As long as you get your second chance, anything goes. Isn't that right? Well, it's been fun, but I think we'll call it a day here. Controlling your body so much has tired me out. I need to get some sleep. Eito brought our conversation to a close with a snap of his fingers. The next thing I knew, everything went white, and then... Damn it! I punched the wall in frustration. What am I supposed to do? All of this. It's all Eito's fault. Only he weren't around. Why did I ever let him live? After everything he did last time. I should have known better. Should have killed him when I had the chance. Should have made it so he'd never come back to haunt me. I should have killed him stone dead. No regrets, no mercy. Kill. 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 I'll kill him. I'm going to kill Eito. Somehow, I drifted off to sleep, my head still seething with murderous rage. Day 61. Just one day left.
You're a genius. You know that, Takumi? To keep failing to kill me like this takes real talent. Or do you just like me so much that you want to keep playing? Of course, the mere thought you might feel any affection toward me makes me want to vomit. But I'm getting quite comfortable living here in your head. Pretty soon, your whole abominable body will be mine to do with as I please. Are you listening, Takumi? I haven't done anything to your hearing yet.
I'm almost out of time. I can't find the fake Eito today, he'll take over once and for all. Then he won't just be my problem anymore. Everyone will be in danger. I have to stop him, one way or another.
Huh?
You're not going to win, Eito. I will stop you. Good luck with that. Wasn't like I had some brilliant new plan. Even if I did, Eito would see through it anyway. This game had been rigged in his favor from the very start. Come to think of it, was there even an 11th Eito at all? For all I knew, he just made it up so he could have fun watching me suffer. Even if he had been making it up, the part about him needing time to take over is still true. It means I still have a chance. He could try and stop me, but I'll try everything I can right up until the end. Wish I didn't have to do this alone, but everyone's a potential suspect. Maybe there is one person who can help me think of something. She's not human, so the disorder probably won't affect my perception of her. Oh, Ava? Yeah, talk to Ava. Huh. Can't fast travel. Interesting. Yeah, that's fair. They're all Eito. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. It's like, no, it is. Makes me wonder, though, if, oh, okay, never mind. If I could just, like, find some more of them hanging out and about. Good morning, Takumi. How are you feeling? Are you ready to give Eito your body? Uh-huh. I wonder, is it only that way? I saw the one. Obviously, I want to see if there's more Eitos just hanging about. Doesn't look like it. Alright, alright. Ah! Takumi, let's go destroy humanity together. They're nothing but a plague on this planet. They all deserve to die. You realize you're going crazy, right? I'm worried about you. You know, because you're so crazy. Uh-huh. Oh, that's right, the courtyard's in the second floor. Oddly enough. I don't think I've ever questioned that. Oh. It's true. I thought it would. Huh, I forgot she had ego. I do it. Ava still looks like Ava to me. She's an invader, not a human, so Eito's disordered can't change the way I see her. Hi, Ava. You still carrying Nigo around? Yes. I don't know why, but it just feels right. I'm sorry we couldn't save him. It's not your fault. Besides, Nigo died protecting Sirei. That means his sacrifice wasn't in vain. Ava, do you still hate Eito for killing Nigo? I don't think I know how to hate. But if Eito were still alive, if he were here right now, what would you do then? I don't know. I didn't feel good about what I was about to do. Basically amounted to exploiting Ava's feelings for Nigo for my own ends. There was no other way. She was the only one Eito couldn't warp my perception of. Ava, I need your help. But you can't repeat what I'm about to say to anyone. Not even Sirei. Understood. That is your order. I will obey. Ava nodded in agreement, and I began to speak. I told her everything that had happened since I absorbed Eito's hemo-anima and ended up with a portion of his consciousness. How he spoke to me inside my head. And how his disorder had manifested in me, making all my teammates look and sound just like him. Lastly, I went over the challenge he had set me, and my search for the one fake Eito hiding somewhere in the school. The time limit was getting closer, and if I couldn't win Eito's little game, he'd take over my body completely. If Sirei got to know about it, he'd probably just kill me. Ava listened to it all in silence, her face devoid of any emotion. This must sound pretty crazy, right? You probably don't believe me. No. If it is your order, I will believe you. Okay, great. That's good. What is your next order? Should I help you find the illusion? Yes, please. I'd like you to come talk with everyone with me. I'm hoping we'll run into someone that only I can see. That's how we'll know who the fake is. So be honest about who is or isn't there, alright? Understood. I will do my best to be of use to you. Thanks, Ava. About what you said earlier, I don't know about hate, but Listening to you just now, I felt the urge to stop Mr. Aoki from getting his way. Is it alright for me to feel this emotion? Perhaps we should get started. Come on, Mr. Sumino. When I let Ava out of her cage, she immediately began walking toward the hallway. I fell in step behind her, and then... Huh. Yeah, that figures. Eito knows what you're doing. It makes sense. Also, that looks like just a regular knife in her shoulder. I think she'll be fine.
Ava, are you okay? What's wrong? What the? Where did this knife come from?
So much blood. And Ava's not registered in the Revive-O-Matic. I don't do something to save her quick.
You're too late, Takumi.
Suddenly, I heard Eito's voice coming out of nowhere. No, that's not right. It's more like I was hearing him inside my head.
There's no coming back from a wound like this. A clean, direct hit to the heart.
Well, I guess it's going through her back, right, to the heart.
That's how you killed her, Takumi.
You... How did you pick up this knife without me noticing?
Apparently, we've become so close that I can control your body when you're unconscious.
Yeah, makes sense. I figured he could do that from the get-go.
You mean, while I was sleeping, you...
This is your own fault, you know? Did you really think I wouldn't account for that prisoner's presence? I've been hoping I get a chance to kill her and take her out of the equation.
Oh, weird that this isn't voiced. If she had been a little further away when you two were talking, I never would have had the opportunity.
Until you helpfully lured her out for me. And now the threat is gone.
So that's why he didn't do anything weird today. He was waiting for me to talk to Ava so he could kill her.
Are you just going to stand there? Shouldn't you get rid of the body?
Get rid of it?
You're going to be in big trouble if anyone sees you like this. They're already suspicious because of how you've been acting. You don't want Sirei interrogating you or peeking into your head with his strange machines, do you? If he finds out, you're the same as me.
Shut up! Quit talking in my head!
The worst thing was, Eito was right. People were bound to notice if Ava suddenly disappeared. But if anyone found out I'd kill her, I'd be next on Sirei's hit list. I only had one choice. Hide all evidence of what I'd done.
I'm so sorry, Ava. This is all my fault. I should never have got you involved.
Huh. I took Ava's body to a lonely corner of the schoolyard. Fortunately, nobody saw me. Once I was far enough away, I dug a hole and buried her. In my head, I apologized to her over and over again, while also cursing Eito. Finally, I snuck back to my room, took off my blood-stained clothes, and got into the shower. Ava was dead. Eito had taken control and made me stab her. I should have known something like this would happen. Why didn't I see it coming? I just killed one of my allies. And now that Ava was gone, no chance of finding the fake Eito. If there even was one to find. Was I going to lose? Was this how it all ended? Was Eito going to be the new Takumi?
I am Takumi Sumino.
I'm Takumi Sumino. I'm Takumi Sumino. I'm not Eito Aotsuki. Not Eito Aotsuki. Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino. Not Eito Aotsuki. 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 Takumi Sumino, Takumi Sumino. I didn't sleep a wink that night. I couldn't risk him taking over again. I just sat and waited for the next day to arrive. Zero days left. Today was my final deadline.
Well, well, the big day is finally here. Today will decide your future. And mine. I feel like we should celebrate. Have you got any party poppers? Don't worry. Even if there aren't any, I can still make you hear them. Still feels a little lacking, don't you think? Our fun little challenge is finally at an end. We really ought to do something to mark the occasion. How do you like that? Takumi's inevitable mental breakdown is filmed before a live studio audience. Yes, we're starting to strike the right mood now. Don't you think so, my abominable friend?
I don't care.
Oh, you're no fun. This is my way of being considerate, you know. The result of our competition's a foregone conclusion. Even you can't have failed to grasp that. I want you to feel good one last time before I crush you completely. So you think you've already won? Does it feel strange to have someone you killed claiming victory over you? Think about it, though. Didn't I surrender a little too quickly? Would the Eito Outsuki you know have given up on exterminating humanity that easily? Wouldn't I have some cunning plan in place so I could get away in the event of my failure? Are you saying you got taken prisoner on purpose? I knew if anyone was going to kill me, it would have to be you. And you already absorbed me once in a previous timeline. What would happen if you did it again? I knew the Hemo Animal would react in some way. I decided to gamble on that possibility. You don't mean that. You're a realist. You never stake your life on something unless you were sure it would work out in your favor. Well, it's all moot at this point anyway. Your time is just about up. All that's left is for you to give me your final answer. What do you say, Takumi? Have you found the 11th Eito? I'm going to say yes, and that it's me. The obvious answer is that I am the 11th Eito. Duh, right? The only way out was to kill me. Like, the only way to get rid of him is to kill myself. I found him. That's my guess. And then he's gonna ask to choose. You know, Eito, I had you all wrong. I thought you were going to twist the rules just like you twisted my perception. It would be so easy for you to put me in a situation where I couldn't possibly win. But now I think about it, that's not what you would really want. What do you mean by that? Would it be enough for you to just steal my body? If you didn't give me a fair chance to win, watching me struggle wouldn't have been nearly so satisfying for you. Without that, your victory, your revenge would lose all meaning. That's why I'm sure you actually did create a fake 11th you, to beat me within the rules you set. Interesting. You know me so well, Takumi. It's disgusting, really. That doesn't mean you found the 11th me, does it? Ava was your last hope, and she's dead and gone now. It's true I failed to find the fake within the time limit. With everyone looking the same to me, there's no way I could tell who was real and who was fake. I was desperate to find some method of telling them apart. By that point, I'd already fallen into your trap. What do you mean? Even if I just guessed at random, there'd be a chance I'd find the fake by accident. You couldn't allow that, so you came up with a countermeasure. The 11th Eito's been in the same place all along. One place I never thought to look. Oh, and where is that? Some place I totally ignored. Somewhere no one has any reason to go. Your room. Nobody's used it since you were captured on day 2. Everyone just ignores it. It's the perfect blind spot. That's where you've been hiding the fake. It's somewhere I never look, but it still follows the rules of him being somewhere in the school. I'm going there now. If I'm right, I'll see you there. The fake you, that is. And once I cut him down, this game will be over. You lose, Eito. I feel like it's not that easy. It'll be okay. I figured out the answer. I have to believe in myself. Hello, Takumi. I was wondering when you were going to get here. He's here. I knew it. I was right. I win, Eito. Huh? I took out the knife that had killed Ava and stabbed the fake Eito with it. This is not working out the way we thought it was. It has to be Nozomi for the deaths to have any impact because of the Revive-O-Matic, right? You thought I wouldn't believe you, didn't I? That's why you lost. Why? Eito slumped forward and fell to the ground. Interesting that his room is all white. I mean, makes sense, right? I did it. I found the fake Eito and killed him. I've won the game. Now the Eito inside my head will disappear. Wait a minute. I killed the fake. So why isn't it fading away? Eito's body was still on the floor in front of me, a pool of blood spreading out underneath it. Why? It's perfectly simple. That wasn't the fake. What? Well, it had to be. Who else could it be? Why would anyone else be in your room? Oh, look. They're holding one of those notes you handed out. Maybe that will give you your answer. A note? It was true. The Eito on the ground was holding a note with the number 1 on it. This is from when I was trying to tell everyone apart. There's something on the back? I turned over the note, an uneasy feeling rising in my stomach. Come to Eito's room on day 62. Wait for me inside. I'll explain everything later, but don't tell anyone about this until I do. No. Did you do this? You're the one who wrote it, Takumi. I just tweaked your perception a little so you wouldn't notice. You really had no idea. I did a masterful job hiding it, if I do say so myself. So, even back then, when I was writing these notes, you knew I'd come here? Give me some credit, Takumi. By the time you think of anything, I'm already 2 steps ahead. I just didn't want to do anything to draw your attention to it and risk making you suspicious. Then, who is this? I looked down at the Eito sprawled at my feet. He was still alive, but it looked like he might breathe his final breath at any moment. Who could it be? Who do you think I chose? The obvious answer. It can't be. I did this to one of my friends? Including the prisoner. That makes 2 victims so far. 3 if you count me. I'm going to kill you, Eito. Yes, that's it. That's the look I wanted to see on your face, Takumi. I wanted you to feel the same kind of hatred that I do for all of humanity. Face it, you were never cut out to be a hero. You're like me. Hate is what drives you. Shut up. I'm nothing like you.
Hey.
You're exactly like me. The fact that you killed me without listening to what I had to say is proof of that. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Why so angry, Takumi? Did I touch a nerve? Eito, you're dead. Yeah, this is the route where we lose it. Takumi, why? Huh?
There you go, you've done it again.
Done what?
You think I only gave that note to one of the others? And there was no time specified on it, remember? It's just a coincidence that she was the first one to show up.
She?
Whoops, did I give it away? So, what are you going to do now? You stabbed 2 of your very dearest friends.
They're not dead yet. And we still have the Revive-O-Matic, so...
Oh. Huh. Wonderful. I can feel the power surging through me. What did you do? The bodies had now become dried up blackened mummies.
Stealing your friend's hemoanima, Takumi? That's crossing a line.
He took control of my arm and absorbed the hemoanima?
How could you make me do that?
No, they can't ever be brought back to life. You can't fix this, Takumi. You're a killer, a murderer, a traitor. I said you were just like me, but I think you might actually be worse. Eito, I have to kill him. Kill. I'll kill you, Eito. Yeah, this isn't ending well. Takumi, why are you covered in blood? Eito, I'll get him this time. It's over. Eito shriveled into a mummy and slumped down, dead. What are you doing, Takumi? Something's wrong with him. We have to get out of here.
Yeah!
Eito, you won't get away from me. Takumi, how could you? I'll kill you. I have to kill you. Two more mummies fell to the ground. We stabbed 3. Too bad. Neither of those were the fake. And there is a fake me, just like you said. I want to win this fair and square. You said it's over just now. But is it over for me or for you? My mind was being choked by pure, unfettered hatred. There were no thoughts in my head anymore. Just the desire to kill Eito. And everywhere I looked, there he was. I stabbed him, slit his throat, absorbed his hemo-anima so he could never come back. But every time, his presence only got stronger, and so did my hate. He's in this school somewhere. I'll find him and kill him. I won't stop until he's gone for good. Huh? We must be like the strongest motherfucker alive. After absorbing all these. What the? What's going on? Why are you? My trusty sword in hand, I killed Eito again and again. But I still hadn't found the fake. All the bodies still looked like Eito. He was still alive. This wouldn't go away until he was gone for good. I'll kill you, Eito Atsuki. I'll destroy everything that you are. Yes, that's it. I did this all for you, you know? To help you become the real you. Shut your damn dirty mouth. Oh, so scary. You're really letting the hate take over now. It's still not enough. Your blade will never reach me like that. Embrace it even further, Takumi.
Hey.
Give in to hate, the strongest emotion of them all. The one thing that unites you and me. I'll kill you. Kill, kill, kill. Yes, kill me. Fill me with your hatred. I will. That's right, I will. I'm assuming the last one is to kill ourselves. The hate. Embrace it, reject it. I feel like we're too far gone for reject it to make sense. But at the very end of the day, I want to do the nice thing. I mean, I'm gonna go back and pick it anyways, but still. I stabbed myself in the thigh as hard as I could. What are you doing, Takumi? Are you crazy? I'm not like you. I'm not a monster twisted by hate. But you do hate me. You want me dead at any cost, don't you? You know what you have to do? Eito Atsuki has to die by your hand. Yeah. You'd like that, wouldn't you? You want me to give in to the hate and become just like you. Because then you can really take control of me, body and mind. The 11th Eito does exist. He's been here in the school the whole time.
Yeah!
Or more specifically, in my head. You're the extra one with no physical form. The only way to destroy you is for me to die as well. Yeah, I figured. But I don't have to be the one to do that. Almost on cue, the surviving members of the Special Defense Unit arrived on the scene. What's going on here? Their eyes immediately fell on the blackened mummies lying on the floor. And they looked at me and the blood-soaked sword in my hand. It only took them a few seconds to connect the dots.
Takumi, you did this? It's not just these two? There are more bodies over there.
Why would you do this?
Why, Takumi? Everyone, listen to me. We don't have much time. This is going to sound crazy, but it's all true. Eito is still alive, inside me. What? When I killed Eito and absorbed his hemoanima, his consciousness was transferred into me. He's in my head, trying to take over my body. It won't be long until he succeeds, and then he will kill you all. Eito's consciousness? That's why I need your help. I need you to get rid of him by killing me. Kill you? You can't be serious, Takumi. I am. This is the only way. Kill me before Eito can take control. But we can't possibly kill you. You're our friend. That's right. Even if what you're saying is true, there has to be another way. There's not. I tried everything I could think of, and none of it worked. I've hurt and killed so many of our friends. I can't allow this to go on. Please, guys, we're running out of time. Do it. I'm begging you. Absorb my hemoanima afterwards so the Revive-O-Matic can't bring me back. I can't do that part on my own. That's why I need your help. But what if whoever does that also gets possessed by Eito? I can't be certain, but I don't think that will happen. This was only possible because I already absorbed Eito's hemoanima once before in my previous timeline. What about Sirei? Surely he could do something about this. No, that's not going to work either. Sirei could never cure Eito's disorder back when he was alive, and Takumi's committed some serious crimes. Even if it was really Eito pulling the strings, Sirei will probably choose to execute them both together. Right. We don't have time to wait for that. If anyone's going to kill me, I want it to be one of you. How can you say that? I don't want to do this. You're my friend. I know, but you'll be setting me free. I want to die while I'm still me. Still Takumi Sumino. Alright. Doesn't seem like you're lying to us. Also, this is really what you want. I guess it's our duty to grant your last request. We'll do it. Thank you. We'll all do it together. That way, we'll all share part of the guilt. Okay. I think I can live with that. I'm sorry it has to be this way. Alright. Here we go, Takumi. Thank you. Now do it. I'm so sorry, Takumi. Everybody raise their infusers, and then... So, this was how it ended. Killing Eito by dying myself. I suppose that was my penance for killing him in the first place. And I couldn't even finish him by myself. I had to push this final duty onto my friends, but it was the only way. Huh. I just wish I could see everyone one last time, the way they really are. If I could die surrounded by my friends, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I won't allow that, Takumi. So long as my consciousness remains, my face will be the last thing you'll ever see. You'll die surrounded by me. I'll be the one who's killing you.
You really are a horrible person. The worst kind of human scum there is.
Why, thank you. This isn't the end I would have chosen for us. But at least I got to hear just how much you hate me. I suppose I should be grateful for that. Goodbye, Takumi. And for what it's worth, I still despise you with every fiber of my being.
Fuck, dude. That sucks. Jesus Christ. I think this is the, what is it, the multiple Eitos route, right? Yeah. Multiple Eitos route, a tragic end. Thing number 12. Whoops. Racking up endings like quick. That's what matters. Alright. Let's embrace the hate. Just gonna go around and slaughter everyone, I guess. The hate. Embrace it. It's your future. You didn't need to tell me. Of course I'm going to kill you.
Yeah!
I'll kill you, no matter what the cost. I will kill you. And I did. I killed Ato as painfully and thoroughly as I could. At some point, the sensation of swinging my sword faded away. I become one with my hate. There was nothing else. My vision was filled with red. Couldn't even see Ato anymore. I wasn't done yet. There was still more I had to do. Still another Ato to kill. Oh. Sumito, what are you? At the same moment, Siri's body was torn in half. Yeah, we explode. The bomb inside my body detonated and I blacked out. But that didn't matter. As long as I destroy Siri in a single blow, my death is inconsequential. Because the Revive-O-Matic will bring me right back afterwards. I taught you that, didn't I?
Now I've absorbed everyone's hemoanima. I have nothing to fear from anything outside the wall.
Huh.
The last one. He has to be here somewhere. I'm going to tear him apart!
You really hate me that much, don't you? How wonderful. I'm so glad that I get to share this hatred I've been carrying all my life with you, Takumi. That's what I really wanted. All this time. I wonder why our hatred is so strong. Where does this emotion come from? I guess we'll just have to figure it out together. You and I are one now, after all. Like a clear, empty field, lit by a pale blue moon.
Okay, that was much shorter. Ending 11. Eternal Hate. Racking up a lot of endings, though, thankfully. The 11th Ato. Yeah, it was always inside our head, or didn't exist. He was just giving us the runaround. Where is the 11th Ato? Not here. You can twist and alter my perception however you want. In that situation, there's no way I can possibly tell the difference between the illusion and the real thing. Right from the start, this was never a fair challenge.
Oh.
Enough excuses. Just give me your answer. There is no 11th Ato. There never was. You just wanted to make me paranoid so I'd get desperate and attack someone. Does this mean you're forfeiting the challenge? Are you sure you want to do that? You'd be throwing away your only chance to get rid of me. Not to mention your own existence is on the line here. That answer was no answer at all, Takumi. You're the one who accepted the challenge. It's a little late to complain about the rules now. If you've lost, admit it and accept your fate gracefully.
Tell me you've lost, Takumi. I want to hear you say it.
Ooh. Really? Interesting. What do I say? I lose or you win. Interesting. You win. You won. Congrats. I'm not saying that I lost. Fuck you.
Fine. You win. There's nothing more I can do.
Oh? Aren't you giving in a little too easily?
It's the only thing I can do. I tried everything. I'm all out of ideas. It's over, Ato. You win.
You're just giving up? After sticking to your hideous ideals for so long?
That's right. You finally got the better of me. My body is yours.
Stop it! That's not what I wanted to hear! I didn't want to see you like this!
Oh, really? I'm sorry about that.
Have you forgotten what's going to happen if you lose? No, I remember. You'll use my body to do whatever you want. I still have control for today, at least. And there's one last thing I need to do. What's that? I'll go find Sierra and tell him everything. He probably won't believe me at first. Once I show him Ava's body, he'll see I'm telling the truth. You set up an unfair challenge and you beat me. Congratulations. But I won't just hand over my body to you. I'd much rather die and take you down with me. You think I'll let our contest end like this? Doesn't matter what you want anymore. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the war room. Don't worry, I'm sure Sierra will make it quick. This is how it has to be. It's the only way to stop him. The moment I killed Ato, I'd already lost. This is the best I could do to make up for that. I wish I could have kept fighting a little longer, that it could have protected everyone, and her, especially until the very end. But that just wasn't how things had turned out. The least I could do was make sure the traitor never hurt anyone again. I took a deep breath and prepared to head out to the war room. Huh? What's going on? My legs. I can't move my legs. Ato, are you doing this? It's sooner than we expected, I know, but it looks like my will is stronger. I won't let you go, Takumi. I won't let you die. You and I are one. I can't allow our story to end in such a mundane way. Hey, you're the one who wanted me dead first. You're finally getting your wish, aren't you? Of course not. What I really wanted was... never mind. The point is, I didn't want it to end like this. Not until I achieved my real goal. I just needed to rethink my approach, to find something more appropriate for you. What are you talking about? I have enough power saved up to take over your body now. But it looks like this is the only way. Sorry, Takumi. I was denied the joy of victory, but this is another kind of feeling altogether. One I can't put into words. I'd share it with you directly, but pretty soon that won't be possible either. Ato. Good night, Takumi. This is the end. Day 63, huh?
Get ready, prepare, be ready to...
I'm still Takumi Sabino? But how am I still here? I lost Ato's challenge, he took over my body, and then I blacked out. Now I'm just awake again? What happened? I can't hear his voice anymore, and I don't see him anywhere either. Did he mess things up somehow? Is he gone? I don't know what's going on, but I'm sweating a ton. Ready to go wash up. Went to the bathroom and splashed some cold water on my face. We're gonna see Ato now. Then I looked in the mirror.
What the?
Good morning, Takumi.
Ato? But how?
You look confused. Don't worry. I'll explain everything. What I really wanted was to fully savor the sight of you struggling against the inevitable. Until I tasted victory, and you tasted despair. But then you went and ruined it by giving up without a fight. I was so depressed. My willpower started to weaken and ebb away. I was no longer strong enough to control you. I had to give up on taking over your body. So instead, I'm just going to live here inside your head forever.
Forever?
That's right. I'm here to stay. Now I can enjoy that look of despair on your face every single day.
But why does my face look like this?
It's a cognitive disorder, just like the one I struggled with for so long. So far as your reflection's concerned, you are me now. A fitting punishment, wouldn't you say?
You're insane!
Look on the bright side. Neither of us had to die after all. You have full control over your body again, and you can continue fighting alongside your friends just like before. Plus, whenever you're having trouble, I'll be here to offer you some handy hints. And if you ever form a romantic connection, I can give you a running commentary of every disgusting act you and your special someone do together.
Yeah.
Cheer up, Takumi. You never have to be alone now. From here on, it's just you and me. Forever and ever.
Yeah. No thank you. Route 10, together forever. Or ending 10, I should say. Okay, and then we have the I lose option. My question is, why didn't he do this the first time we killed him? I guess maybe because he didn't have time to think of the plan? Alright, fine. I mean, to be fair, it's day 2 right before he even learns of anything.
All right. I lose.
Don't insult my intelligence, Takumi. If you truly believed you'd lost, your spirit would have crumbled by now. You're still determined to fight me. I can feel it.
Oh, I've lost all right. I've lost the unfair challenge you pressured me into taking. But here's the thing, Eito. You've lost to me plenty of times already. Don't let one little victory go to your head. Because next time, I'm going to win.
You really think there'll be a next time? This was your last chance and you squandered it. Your body is mine. You've lost, utterly and completely. Now despair, surrender, submit.
You can't take my body unless I give in, can you? That's why you created this unwinnable challenge. To crush my spirit. You haven't broken me yet. And this time, I've got a challenge for you.
A challenge? For me? Yeah, and unlike yours, this one's completely fair. And the rules are nice and simple. It seems I underestimated you. Fine, I'll bite. It's probably nothing but a desperate bluff anyway. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Now let's get started. Get started? But you haven't even told me the rules. I raise the knife in my hand and stab myself in the thigh with it. It's the same knife that had killed Ava. What the hell do you think you're doing? I had to be sure, but now I know. You share all the same sensations as me. When I stabbed myself just now, I felt something weird. Something apart from the pain. What I was feeling, that was your pain, wasn't it? What are you going to do now? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill you. You can't do that. I'm you, remember? Yeah, you're the last remnants of Eito Aotsuki, clinging to my mind like a leech. This time I drove the knife in a little deeper. I don't understand. If you kill yourself, the Revive-O-Matic will just bring you back, and me with you. That's right. Even if I take my own life, I won't really die. Which means I can kill myself as many times as I want. I can inflict the pain of death on you over and over again. Another stab. Deeper, longer, more painful. Have you figured it out yet? My challenge to you is a test of endurance. That's fucked. Shortly after that, I lost consciousness. The next thing I knew, I was back in my room. The floor was covered in blood. Revive-O-Matic must have been brought me back after I bled out. I could hear Eito talking, but I ignored him and stepped out of the door and onto the roof. Now, what'll happen if I jump off from here? There's no point in doing all this, you know. I'm inflicting pain on you, aren't I? Pain so bad it feels like you're going to die. All I have to do is keep doing this until the last of your consciousness is gone. But you'll be feeling it too. Do you really think you can keep torturing yourself without it affecting you? Like I said, it's all about endurance. This is a contest to see which of our minds will break first. Winner takes all. Ready for round 2? People say falling from high up is a really painful way to die. I wonder if it's true. Stop it. I won't let you. Sorry, but you don't get a choice. We're doing this. Yeah. How can your will be so strong? Why can't I stop you? I hopped the fence around the edge of the roof and turned the face of the turned to face the school and leaped off the edge. My body hit the ground with a sickening crunch. My vision went red, and then... I think I'll try hanging this time. It won't leave a very pretty corpse. But I look hideous to you anyway, so it barely makes any difference. People call me crazy. You're far more unhinged than I could ever be. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't usually think about morbid stuff like this, so you'll have to forgive me if I run out of ideas. Even if I end up killing myself the same way several times, you'll have to stick with me to the very end anyway. Seriously, what do you think this is going to achieve? You're dead, Ato. I'm just trying to remind you of that. I sat on a chair and made sure the noose was firmly attached to the ceiling. Then I slipped my neck through and jumped off. Holy shit, dude. As the rope bit into my neck, my consciousness once again faded out. Once again, I died. It was brought back. I mean, you have to think about it. Takumi also came up with the plan to get himself cut in half, throw his upper body towards Veshnes with a bomb, and his lower half to be revived with the Revive-O-Matic. He is more than willing to do this. From there, I killed myself over and over again. Every time, the Revive-O-Matic restored my body to full health. Using the pain of death to overwhelm Zato's spirit was my last resort. If this didn't work, nothing would. And I was determined to make him suffer as much pain as possible. I didn't stop at jumping or hanging. I subjected myself to every kind of death I could think of. I used my sword to cut my stomach open. I drank the poisons Yugamu had been making. I drowned myself in the pool, doused myself in gasoline, and set myself on fire. The pain and the fear were almost too much to bear. It was a living hell. The fact that I'd come back after each death didn't make it any easier. Caught in this endless cycle of agony, there were times when I wanted to give up and die for real. My one consolation was knowing that Ato felt the same. My pain was his pain. He was suffering just as much as I was. I couldn't stop. If I could just get through this, I'd finally be rid of him. That was the one thing I was sure of. I kept going, and soon enough, I committed suicide over 100 times. You still alive in there? I'm going to keep this up until you disappear for good. I stepped out onto the roof to jump again. By that point, I long since lost count of how many times I've died that way. But before I could reach the edge, somebody grabbed my arm. Huh? What are you doing, Takumi? Ato said you've been killing yourself over and over again. Why would you do something like that? Let me go. I don't have time to explain. I can't just stand back and watch one of my most hideous friends jump to his death. You know this won't solve anything, right? Revive-O-Matic will just bring you back afterwards. Exactly. I'll come back, so there's no need for you to stop me. That's not the point. Please, just tell us what's going on. I'm sorry. I jerked my arm free and ran for the fence as fast as I could. Takumi! I hopped the fence and jumped. I felt the shock as I hit the ground, heard the snap of my bones breaking, and blacked out yet again. Again, and again, and again. Next time I went up to the roof, the Atos were there waiting for me. Please, don't do this. What's happened to you, Takumi? Things aren't really that bad, are they? Can we talk about it? You know you can trust us with anything, right? What else are worst enemies for? I have to do this. Really, you have to jump off the roof and die. Yes. But why? And why do you have to make this so confusing? Get out of my way. No, I won't. We're not moving from this spot until you tell us the truth. Even if you're not really dying, it's hard on us seeing you hurt yourself like this. Come on, what's going on with you? That's how it's going to be. I took out the knife I had hidden in my pocket and plunged it into my stomach before anyone could stop me. Takumi, no! Somebody, help him! Burning pain spread across my abdomen, and I felt blood trickling out of my mouth. My body fell to the ground, while my mind fell into oblivion. How are you doing? Still alive? Of course. Why do you make it easy on yourself and disappear already? What, now? You're starting to wear down too. You can feel it. We both are. We can't keep this up forever. Not like you know for sure that this will get rid of me. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to stop until you're gone. Took out my knife again and swung it viciously down. Going back and forth between life and death so many times was doing weird things to my mind. It was getting so bad that I could barely tell whether I was alive or dead at any given moment. But even then, I didn't stop. I couldn't stop until I'd beaten Eito once and for all. Please, I'm begging you, stop doing this. I don't understand. Why does it have to be this way? I have to do this. I staggered out of my room to go find a new and more painful way of ending my life. Could a commander be making Takumi do this? Huh? What do you mean? What he's doing clearly isn't normal. I'm starting to wonder if an enemy is using a psychic attack on him. Maybe they're forcing him to keep killing himself. Or perhaps killing himself is the only way for him to throw off the attack. But why would it only be affecting Takumi, not the rest of us? Honestly, I have no idea. It was after our last offensive battle that Takumi started acting so strangely, right? Is it possible he was targeted with some kind of special technique back then? In that last battle, but I don't remember any attacks that only hit Takumi. And it's not as if there were any special enemies targeting him exclusively. No, wait. Maybe there was. Huh? What are you getting at, Eito? Think about it. There is something that happened to Takumi, but not to the rest of us. You mean the thing with Eito? Of course. Takumi absorbed this hemoenema. You think something happened to him then? It's possible, isn't it? Ever since then, Takumi hasn't been himself. What happened? What could possibly make him act like this? Can't be certain, but... What if Eito was able to transfer part of his consciousness into Takumi along with his hemoenema? Eito's consciousness? You mean Eito's still alive? Inside Takumi? It all sounds pretty far-fetched. But I can't deny the possibility either. Hemoenema makes time travel possible. Why not this too? If all of that's true, then what Takumi's doing right now is... That's right. I think he's still fighting Eito. Similar to how inducing a fever can render a virus inert, Takumi's using the pain of death to try to destroy whatever remains of him. Those are the lengths he's willing to go in order to finish this. He's putting himself through all that over and over again? Knowing Takumi, he's keeping it to himself so he won't burden any of us. Isn't there anything we can do? Even if we can't fight Eito ourselves, there has to be some way we can help. I attached the hose to the school bus exhaust and fed it into a window with the engine still running. It turned out, this was one of the more painful ways to go. Eito took control of my arm and struggled to the very end, all in vain. I must have died over 200 times now. In theory, I should have been brought back to full health each time, but my body and mind were really starting to feel the strain. My spirit's getting worn down. That goes for both me and Eito. One way or another, it would all be over soon. I headed back to the roof to jump again. Eito saw what I was doing and tried to stop my feet from moving forward any further. But I won out in the end. My will was proving to be stronger than either of us had thought it was. Ready for another? You're a demon. No normal person would even think of doing something like this. What happened to you? I don't mind becoming a demon, so long as it gets rid of you. What admirable hatred. You might hate me just as much as I hate humanity. Maybe I'm rubbing off on you after all. You are not. I wonder, if I disappear, who are you going to direct all that hatred toward? You're only fighting the invaders out of duty. Your hate for me is what gives this war meaning. Do you really want to lose that? What a very Eito way to beg for your life. I was in no mood to listen to him. I walked toward the edge of the roof. When I looked down, I saw something I hadn't been expecting.
Keep going, Takumi!
Are they gonna cheer us on to kill ourselves?
Don't let Eito beat you! Fight through it, you hideous monster! We're all rooting for you! You can do this! Everyone.
Down below were 10 identical Eitos, except I knew that, underneath that appearance, they were really my friends. They were here for me. Thanks, guys.
They're cheering you on while you commit suicide? Looks like you're not the only crazy one.
Yeah, right?
This is what having friends is all about. I've got to do my best for them too.
Do what you want. You all disgust me. You're all hideous, repulsive. You make me want to puke.
I ignored Ato, leapt toward my friends. And died again. Keep going, Takumi.
Hey.
You can't let Ato win. We believe in you. You can do this. Thanks. Everyone's counting on me. I can't let them down. Spurred on by my friend's support, I continued my streak of suicides. Every time it looked like I might be getting used to one kind of pain, I switched to a different method. This was all to kill Ato, to break his spirit and get rid of him once and for all. To finally put an end to my vile, repulsive nemesis, I killed myself again and again. Again and 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 again. Death, revival. Death, revival. I died and was brought back to die again countless times. Even if I'd lost count, the Revivomatic kept track of how many times I had been used. My thoughts were getting hazy, but I'm pretty sure someone mentioned the number 500 at some point. And then, before I knew it, my legs gave out. My last reserves of energy seemed to disappear. I fell to the ground, and everything went black. Hey, Takumi, come on, man. Get it together. Please, Takumi, open your eyes. I can hear their voices. What's happened to him now? How am I supposed to know? Somebody do something. Come on, Takumi. You gotta come back to us. How did... That's crazy that it worked.
He's awake! Takumi, are you okay? We were starting to think you'd never wake up.
You guys, if you're here, and you're you again, then... Looks like I finally won.
I don't believe it. Ato is a fucking bastard. I don't believe it.
You won? You mean...
Way to go, man. I knew you could do it.
What a relief. I'm so glad.
Damn. It's been a while. I actually missed their portraits. All my friends were there now. The whole Special Defense Unit, together in one place.
Hey!
So, Mr. Aotsuki's really gone now. Even the last remnants of his consciousness. Takumi? Yeah. He's gone now. Dead and gone. You're awesome, Takumi. Talent like yours only comes around once every 100 years. The way you jumped off the roof, it was like the most elegant series of frog splashes I've ever seen. I got chills watching you. It must have threw up every single time, too. Oh, come on, you didn't need to tell him that.
Oh.
It was certainly a novel way of defeating Ato. You're the only one who could have come up with something like that. Well, that's officially the end of Aotsuki. Ready to move on?
Huh?
Sabino, are you listening? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Sure you don't want to rest up some more? All that crazy shit must have put a ton of stress on you. No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Takumi, I am fine now. It's good to see you again, everyone. Now that I'm back, the fun can really begin.
Yeah, I knew we didn't win. I knew it. Damn it, dude. Endurance match, ending 9. And there's the achievement for multiple Atos route complete. Which means next time, we will go on to whether or not we let Shion join the team, huh? I'm gonna be sad on this route. I like Shion. But that is for next time. God, it's good to get back to this game. But unfortunately, as usual, I have to go to work the next day. It is Monday, the day I'm recording this, so I gotta work the week. But I finally I'm able to record again. No more distractions, no more people that would stop me from doing so. So hey, we're finally back. Hopefully I maintain the consistent schedule of uploads, but at the very least, I officially have the time again. So, YouTube, hope you didn't miss me too much. I'm back. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.